Conscripted by a secret organization, a group of strangers is loaded into experimental metapods, hurtling their souls across dimensions and into unsuspecting avatars. With each trip across reality, these newly minted metapods gain access to unique powers and abilities, slowly transforming them into true masters of the Metaverse.
Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Control them, throw them above. They fly through time. This isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. The mighty winds of a secret voice. Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse. Masters of the Metaverse, masters of the Metaverse.
Welcome to Masters of the Metaverse.
Yes!
We're trying out some new theme music. Focus testing that.
Today, a very special musical episode of Masters of the Metaverse.
If you run it back and run it through Morse code, you will discover the secret message that we've been planning since the very first episode of this arc.
It tells you what the show's about.
Exactly.
All the secrets are revealed.
Welcome back. It is episode 6 of a 4-episode arc.
Yay!
Set in Fartherall.
How many hours of the 4-hour adventure?
So we are now on to our 6 times, so 5 times 3, 50. Hour number 16 of a 6-hour adventure. Starring the 6 of you and the 7th character, all you chat holes watching online.
Chat holes. That's
And
funny.
if you didn't hear it before, I called you out. Yes, indeed. You've got 3 hours left to break the adventure. I have 1/3 of a page left to get through. Bring it on. This is my last time in the chair for probably a while, so
Until they convict you.
until they convict me. What?
Squatter rights.
Squatter rights, exactly. The show is Masters of the Metaverse, a co-production of Zombie Orpheus Entertainment and HyperRPG.tv.twitch.
Twitch.tv
In some of those, there are twists. Take the
Twitch.tv
dip, take the dot, and the word.
Twitch
Here's what I know. There's HyperRPG, a dot, another dot, a TV, and Twitch. Put those in some
There's
combination.
a slash, too.
Don't forget the slash.
Good thing you're already here.
Speaking of slash,
Speaking of Slash, was at a U2 concert several years back in Pasadena. Who opened? The Black Eyed Peas. It was amazing. This is serious. My cousins flew down for it. I forgot my jacket. It was very cold. It was wonderful. The Black Eyed Peas came out and rocked the place for over an hour. We're on our feet, covered in sweat and sex and magic, and it's amazing. And right before it's time for to break for the set to be redone, Will.i.am comes out and he says, "We're going to do one more piece. Here's another Angelino like myself. I'm not going to tell you who it is, just that he slashes the competition." And up out of the stage comes Slash, and they do "Sweet Child of Mine" with Fergie singing. It was incredible. And then U-Team came on with their somber, poignant rock, and we were like, oh.
guess we should go home.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I just turned 30. This is cool.
Anyway, and we did. Ha! See that? I just killed 5 minutes with that non-related story. Bring it on, chat. Go ahead.
He brought out the big anecdotal guns.
Oh, yeah.
I can go for hours. I
That's
already
true.
have.
16.
16, in fact. Yes, I would
was
like to
paying
get back to my family. Thank you. So there will be a quiz later on.
But what about what they want, Matt?
Their father and husband present?
Fine.
Yes. The game is Masters of the Metaverse. The system is Tristat DX. All you really need to know about it, other than that it's a very flexible, good system, easy to use on the fly, and make up rules as you go, Chris Odie, is that it's important to roll low. Roll low is good.
Why did I tell you my secrets when you gave me the chair?
Everybody knew.
I like to pretend that it was my secret.
I don't know. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
Everyone is playing 2 characters, not 1, but 2. They're pilots. the actual masters of the master of the metaverse, and the avatar, the person being controlled puppet-like or brain parasite-like, however you prefer to think of it. In between both extremes, P and A, is the slider, at any point on which the characters can place themselves to have better access to either their pilot skills or their avatar skills. But if they max out on one side or the other side of the character sheet is inaccessible.
Dead.
For a final +3 bonus, who wants to recap to where we are right now?
Oh man.
I'm naked. No.
That's only worth a +3?
It's worth more than a +3.
The recap, not
I
the
have a
naked.
cape though, I think.
Oh, my bad.
Oh god.
Yeah, the vampire cape
elsewhere.
and the mini skirt.
Wait,
No, I ripped off the skirt.
Before we do things that are relevant to that, I should remind everyone that
Oh God.
the Orcish Beefcake calendar has been, the production has begun. I'm holding the proof right now.
It's hideous.
Double meaning there of
It's
proof.
so bad
With
good.
Magic
You can't look
himself
away.
on the
What
cover.
have you done, Internet?
So you guys, if you didn't check this out on the Kickstarter, there's some amazing wonderfulness in this. The Journey Quest Orcish Beefcake calendar. And there is just all sorts of Orcish beauty in here.
He's in the kitchen.
It is.
It's quite the product.
Yeah, so that's a thing that happened that you didn't do, chat, but the people very
Some of them
liked
did.
you.
Some of them did.
Some of them did, but not all of them as a whole. They've only got a partial seat in the parliament that is chat. So we're going to get that recap or not? Or chat, would you like to recap?
Oh crap! Don't let them
That's
do
your
it.
chance. Who
They'll
wants
really
to recap up here?
Okay, well, we went. So we ended up going to the Sacred Grove, at which we found out that Opal and the human form of Umbra totally banged a
So we
while
made
ago.
out a lot.
Well, we banged in the past.
Did you start a recap at the end?
Blue Jackman.
I thought we were recapping last
Are we just recapping last week, not the whole thing?
Yeah, just
We've
last
got 3
week's
hours, so take your
episode.
time. I've got a third of the page to get through,
The
baby.
baby god Amalia was somehow went missing, and all of her binky and her blankie and her
Puppy.
Buppy?
Her Buppy.
Her milk.
And her milk, yeah.
We needed to get those 3 things for her, and all of us have some sort of connection that we've been slowly figuring out. Some of us are more connected than others. And,
Right, we were pulled together to get the goddess back and get
Correct,
her and retrieve her items.
And so last week we did manage to rescue the goddess. We gave her all of her items.
And some really crazy backstory shit came out.
Came out. We found out that Umbra, Sarah's character, and not Rose, Sister Opal, Maggie's character, are the grandparents of Keeson's
Zell.
character, Zell. And Zell was very excited to discover this.
Not excited.
Not excited to discover this.
Lactosphinx.
Lactose
lactose
That's true. We had the
You had
the
to milk a
Sphinx.
sphinx.
Well, you did have to. We had that
great.
whole gift producing process.
Thank you, chat.
Those are not
That
others.
wasn't Chad. No, the lactose sphinx was me.
No, the milking gift.
The milking gift. That
was Chad.
was Chad. That was
Chad.
amazing. Right there. So here's the thing. We have at least 2 people writing fan fiction every week right now. Everyone just left the Blue Jackman Opal /fic out there.
Slash fic? Does it have to be like murder?
Then
No,
slash
that's not what that is.
Sarah,
It means
Explain
something
it.
else.
The
Sarah.
knife.
you are in for a treat.
I'll
Go to
explain it on the
Google.
way.
What?
Enter Magneto, Dr. Xavier,
No.
/fic.
I don't want to do that. I'm scared.
Oh no, there's just lots of banging.
Why
Lots of
isn't it?
banging.
Why is it slash fic? That sounds like it's murder.
Because it's like,
So and so / so and so.
yeah.
The alien knitter is yelling that we
Like
need to finish the
Mulder,
pre-purchasables.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so who doesn't have them so far?
That's a good question. Keeper
Odie.
of the
What? Huh?
purchasables.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, whose pre-purchasables are we missing?
I don't know. I don't have that page up.
Give him a minute.
I know why you didn't have that page up. You were so distracted with this Kirkland organic applesauce.
Or he was
I left
looking
that
up
behind, didn't
Magneto
I?
Child size.
/ Professor Xavier.
It's the second one. He's
Like
doing that.
gluten-free.
Well,
Yeah.
duh, it's apples.
Made with-
No sugar added, because you'd be up all night.
It's cool. I got one more over here.
Oh, good. That's right. I can't shame you on something you're proud of.
It's true. Looks like
Watch out
Nathan
for
and
that,
Jenica
Paul.
do not have their pre-purchasables
Oh.
yet. Otherwise, everyone else does.
Who doesn't? I'm sorry.
Nathan and Jenica.
Nathan and Jenica.
So we're waiting.
No, we're just gonna sit here in silence and
Holding the show
Trying to avoid
hostage.
being attacked.
holding the show.
Give us money or we don't make anything. That's not bad business. All right, but we've only got 3 hours, so let's get through this.
Yeah.
How do we still have 3 hours?
Well, we don't. We have 3 hours and 48 minutes.
Damn.
All right.
2 hours?
2 hours and 48 minutes. Oh, God, it's growing. The show has metastasized. Okay, yes. So when we last left off, you defeated Kridgi's army of Chadlings yet again in embarrassing fashion.
For the third or fourth time, right?
Yeah.
Fourth time, this is though Kridgi did escape the battle and thus declared it a moral victory and proclaimed that you were tied because you've only killed him twice.
Yes.
So that
He
means-
left screaming the better part of valor, right?
Better part of valor.
Better part of valor.
So you have retrieved all 3 of the mystic items that fell when Amalia was thrown by her mean big brother out of heaven. All their parents were away over the weekend. The middle brother was left in charge as the babysitter because he's the responsible one. And you found the sacred binky, which will get her to stop crying. You have sound the blessed blanket, which will keep her warm and make her invulnerable. And you fed her the hallowed milk, which put her to sleep.
Indeed.
And she's the godling of reanimation now. And there's a nice knife.
Yeah,
Pretty
that
good
was-
Linkin Park album.
Oh yeah, my knife is a whole new outlook on
That's
life.
true. The dagger of snide comments is now
Nice
a
knife.
dagger of constructive criticism.
And positive reinforcement, and,
reinforcement.
yeah, it's a good friend.
It's like its first
And the-
weapon,
nice
intelligent
knife.
weapon to become a guidance counselor later in the lore.
Yeah.
The baby is in my suit because my suit can
It
hold
thinks I
everything.
should join the
And
military.
is full of hard candy and
But I mean,
yarn.
she's sleeping currently in my suit.
Should we,
Right. Your
should
suit
we,
is also a grandmother's purse.
Yes.
should we find me pants?
No.
Are you still in Blue Jackman form?
I think so. I mean, I did the striptease, and that's what made many of the Chadlings fall off of the.
That's true.
That was the last thing that we did.
Well, since you were fired, you can now be in your human form outside of the confines of Irwood.
Right, so I could be human, and if I am, I'm naked. So I should probably find some pants.
Or not.
To be fair, being naked makes you stand out slightly less than the glowing blue hair and eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
However, pants might be appreciated by the country's more prudish population.
And my granddaughter.
And your granddaughter.
I'll just go over to one of the dead bodies and get your pants.
Thanks.
Some pants.
Less bloody would be better.
No problem.
Imagine fantasy pants made by Von Dutch.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're not the best pants.
No,
That's
not
what
at all.
Keeson's wearing. Keeson's got the best pants.
But the pockets are like overly embroidered.
The best pants. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Tons of embroidery on them there.
Great.
Yeah.
I am now
All right.
pantsed.
So
Rip
you are
the
still,
thigh.
you have retrieved the pants of your slain enemy.
Embellished pants.
Embellished pants. Embossed, embellished pants.
Because I think it might come up,
Drop
how soon do I need to declare that I want to change into wolf form if I want to do that?
It can pretty much happen in the blink of an eye.
Excellent.
So we gotta take Amalia back home.
You do have to take Amalia back home. And if you recall, and you don't,
We have to take her back to the Temple of Westhaven.
yes, indeed.
Right.
Temple of Westhaven to the. Thank you for paying attention. One player who's been here the entire time.
Is that just me? Really?
It's just you.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
is just you.
it's just you.
I missed it so that he could be here.
I know. And your
that
sacrifice
help?
was noted just now.
I threw you under the bus and made you go to rehearsal instead of me.
Yeah.
This actually, Christian, does make you the responsible one for this arc.
Oh, well, shit.
This explains so much.
Did you hear that, guys? I'm now the best.
That's true.
That's not true, but
True. You are the best.
I'm the best at being here.
That he is. You are the.
I'm the one with nothing better to do ever.
That's not true.
That's not true. You win the perfect attendance trophy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Even illness doesn't want to hang out with me.
It tried really hard and you kicked its butt, remember?
Okay, so we go back to the monastery. Is that what's going on?
Well, that is the plan. You are on a forested plateau with a 100-yard natural bridge leading back to the land, and it's going to be a good, quarter day at least trek back to Westhaven.
Well,
This
do
isn't
it.
World of Warcraft where you can walk for 5 minutes and cross 30 miles.
Well, we should just grab everything and start heading out.
Yeah, we traveled.
Okay. It's night by the end of the battle, or it's starting to darken.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
we should
Well,
wait.
The baby is totally asleep.
Totally asleep.
Totally asleep.
Oh,
there
so
are advantages
so
to traveling
sorry
while she's asleep.
to bring this up, but did we bring any extra milk just in case? Oh, good.
That's a canteen full.
Good.
Fed baby from a skull, because apparently that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, yes.
Oh, that's
Baby from
right.
skulls.
I love it.
So,
I just want
Zell,
to make
you
sure we have
notice
extra in case
as
you
you
woke
pull
up.
out the canteen that the canteen has started growing hair and claws.
Oh.
you're right. I should drink that milk, but I won't. But I should.
Hashtag Thomas.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
Was that the pre?
All the pre stuff is done. It probably is, but all the pre stuff is
Thank you,
done.
chat. Thank you, chat.
Nice, thank you guys.
You're amazing.
Is this the
Just like me now.
Heron
Because you're
claws
here.
of some sort of sphinx creature?
I mean, if you had, you didn't really, you averted your eyes as much as possible, but it might be sphinxish hair.
It looks sphinxish.
Would I know?
Does it feel sphinxish?
Since I guarded it for a
Well, you
while.
can smell it and see.
Okay, I'd like to smell it.
Yeah, it smells sphinxy.
Sphinxy.
Sphinx.
So this is how you make wax. Oops.
Thank you, chat.
I don't see how this will in any way, shape, or form be a problem, so we should just do what we were going to do. Continue on.
Okay.
Sure.
Does anyone else have like a canteen or
Yeah.
water? May I?
Yeah.
Is it empty?
Yes.
Can I detect poisons or whatever on this one?
I don't know that you have that ability.
I can smell it.
You can smell it. It smells like
A can.
celestial milk.
Oh no, the
his
one from
canteen.
Hozu.
Yeah, it smells of charcoal and darkness, but otherwise is drinkable.
I dump it out and I pour the milk from the one that's growing something into the other one.
All of it?
If laudanum doesn't cure it, you're already dead. Hashtag Nathan.
Wait, what?
Who the fuck are you?
Thank you, Jarvis.
Where's
That creeped me out.
That is not okay.
Where's our regular gal?
What happened?
How did our girl
Where's
turn into a
Frank?
guy from Train Spotting?
Mark, what happened?
Mark!
Little context?
Is he not talking to us?
Oh no, that was Mark. He's stuck in the system.
Connie's not back there anymore.
No! Who was that? Was Spinelli from Recess?
Yeah. Yes.
What's that?
Hashtag Jenica.
Are you internet trying to contact us?
It's okay.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Oh.
That doesn't sound like chat.
I feel
Who's
unsafe.
this stranger?
It's going sphinxy hair.
Yeah, I pour it into the other one to see if it starts changing immediately or if it takes a while.
Doesn't change immediately.
And the other one is it stopping being?
Well, I mean, it wasn't visibly growing. It's just you pulled it out and it had fur and claws.
Sphinxy fur.
Well, let's keep it in this container in the meantime. Saddle it up. Here, have a pet.
So you're carrying a furry canteen.
I don't have anything anymore. I've just been robbed.
I said it
You say you don't have anything, and Chip just.
Chip, I've long stopped thinking of you as a thing.
First time watching the stream live, took a month to catch up and found you thanks to the Power Rangers show. And I am glad I did. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you. And welcome.
You glorious.
But you're not the same voice we're used to.
I know, but she can talk again. That'd be fine.
You like her?
I like it.
Oh, okay.
Creepy.
Oh God.
Thank you, Sansa.
Thank you,
Thank you,
person
Chat.
who found us from the Power Rangers show.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on this one, see if there's any.
That milk, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
What if it's you the one causing it? Can I just?
Remain calm. Your Metapod is being updated. Please do not turn off your Metapod during this time. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Is it the Metapod? Do the Metapods make you the voices do that?
I'm so fascinated by this.
Thank you for the meta points. This is it has me on edge.
We love these.
Thank you, chat.
Just updating its system.
I'm indifferent to these. So, aside from the furry canteen, and it is still night, as only a few minutes have passed.
Ever hashtag cheat code.
Thank you. We will.
Thank you, young Michael Caine. I suggest, since the baby's sleeping, this would probably be the only chance we get a chance to.
Yeah, no, I think we should. But I just want to make sure we had more milk just in case she woke up. You know.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bad news bear. So let's camp. Let's make camp.
You won't watch since you don't sleep.
I can watch.
All right. So you make camp. What does that involve?
I'm just gonna make a burrow and curl up.
I sit heroically on a rock.
Actually, is there room by Amalia?
Nope. Not unless you help build camp.
I start
Okay, that's
collecting things for a fire.
Such as?
You know, kindling, larger pieces and smaller pieces to build a pyramid.
I'll start taking some of the dry fabric from the clothing of our dead fallen comrades and use that to help.
Here's the thing. There's almost no fallen wood in this wood.
Okay.
I can
Nothing
climb
to
trees.
scavenge for wood.
The fallen.
Would you like me to athletically climb trees and break
Are
up
we in the
branches?
sacred grove?
You're right next to it. You haven't crossed the spindle.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we should just get out of the sacred grove before we start fires. Anyone?
All right, well, let's
Makes
cross and then
Cross
do
and
it.
then go? All right.
Should I have known that?
And I spend the rest of the time staring longingly at my canteen.
Harzul, the incredibly practical.
Well, I mean, that doesn't sound right, but yeah,
No, it makes
matter
sense.
of fact,
Makes sense.
I am known for my practicality.
So once we've moved a bit, then we'll set up camp.
Can we find more branches now?
Have you crossed the spindle?
Yes.
Okay. Indeed, you have. You crossed the other side, and it is like stick bonanza over here.
Whoa!
Plenty of broken war wagons. A couple of guys
Stick
who are holding
bonanza.
big bundles of firewood, too. There's a Christmas tree farm nearby. They don't call them those here.
For the record, if you want to handle all decisions going forward by just asking us if we've accomplished something, we're willing to go with that.
No, I'm fine. I like making you look foolish. And
We like it too.
So gather and
Set
I don't know. You want me to? I have to take caution with the party that took 90 minutes to fireball its own campfire at the start of this game.
That's right, we did that.
Yeah.
We haven't tried to kill each other for at least 4 episodes.
We were so young.
We're so young.
We were so young, so naive.
I was fully clean shaven when this began.
Yeah. Now we have a baby.
We don't talk anymore.
I feel like we jumped the shark after the baby.
Exclamation for a dime. Just kidding. Hashtag MetaCoin.
Thank you.
Hooray! We love those.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So yeah, camp. Let's set it up.
All right, you set
Oh,
up
I'm going to
camp.
Brenna Point.
Yeah.
Nice. Great. So we camp, win watches.
We are the Tactical Espionage for Destruction of the British Initiative.
Nicki Minaj.
Forest. What's in a forest? Wood. The natural order of things is to set it on fire. Why have you not done this? You need punished. Hashtag hack attack.
That's creepy as hell.
We're trying to burn down the forest already. We need to get out of the forest and camp quickly before Jack burns down
I
the
rolled
forest.
the dice. You have moved across the spindle. You are not in the forest anymore.
Well, at least not in the Sacred Grove.
Not in the Sacred Grove,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
There's the Christmas tree farm I just put there for reasons unspecified.
There's trees in the bullshit hills that we have to go back
Yeah,
through.
but those are bullshit trees. They're all soggy and they don't burn well.
These trees look really flammable, guys.
So we have set up our
Yeah, we have camp set up.
Yes.
and
I'm taking watch. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't need to sleep.
I went to
The
curl up
naked-
with Momo.
The
Speaking
naked
of-
man wolf is standing.
Oh, well, I don't need to sleep if we want to talk. Or anything.
Oh.
Hey, I'm in this armor.
You are?
Yeah,
He's
we're
sleeping
curled
with
Momo.
Amalia.
Okay, sure. You burrow into the old woman's armor.
Well, this is the saddest orgy ever.
And snuggle up Aladdin's lamp style with the baby goddess, a bunch of hard candy, yarn, and a 76-year-old midsection.
Are you knitting something?
No,
Hard candy.
Hide candy.
I hope to God that was hard candy.
My mole.
As much as I appreciate your offer of fornication,
I did not offer that.
again, still in the armor.
I need to get my rest.
I just figured there was a lot of stuff we hadn't talked about.
Oh?
Like our grandchild.
She's right there.
Right
You can
here.
ask her anything you want. Good night.
Good night.
You know, I think the rabbit just cock-blocked the wolf.
My job here is done.
Saddest Grimm's Brothers fairy tale.
I think that's an Aesop story.
The rabbit who cock-blocked the wolf.
Fuzzball the cock-blocking rabbit.
Maximo, you have your story topic.
No,
No, I don't want that one.
Oh, I do.
Here comes Anansi.
What?
All right, so I mean, we can't. Did anyone else doing
you
anything?
didn't say. No, that was not the word you thought.
I'm regaining spells. That's all I care about, guys. Sorry.
That is not what
I know we're all buddy, but if I don't sleep, we don't get fireball tomorrow. So, all
right,
99 for Hazel. All right, but
All right.
quietly.
Sleep.
Awake.
Sleep.
Ish.
Sleepish.
I'm kind of writing in my little diary notebook about all the events.
Your Moleskine?
Yeah, my Moleskine. And I've got my my instrument of music that I'm sort of loosely touching, like a harp-ish.
Your rainbow ribbon is...
Yeah, I can fall asleep to that.
It's a rainbow ribbon of strings.
The rainbow ribbon of stringy strings.
Oddly, it's a woodwind.
Lyrical.
Well, it does blow.
Exactly. I'm just gently working it.
You're doing what now?
And gently working it.
I love when we say things.
Or clap.
I love when we say things. We're like, oh,
yeah, that happens. So
That
Well, that's what I'm doing.
You're gently working the rainbow
and
rod.
sort of sighing and writing in my Moleskine about the events that have transpired.
Dear Penthouse, I never believed this would happen to
Pretty
me.
much.
Oh my god, that's what my diary looks like, except I don't have an end to any of those stories.
Romance near the Sacred Grove.
Romance near the Sacred Grove.
Yes.
Oh, so
that probably actually is the title of some kind
Rose is branching into romance novels now.
Well, romance songs / novels.
Cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. I
want
dig
to
it.
like put the two genres together.
Very nice.
Maybe that's what she'll.
Yes. So, you go to sleep and begin to dream. Dreams magical and marvelous. Passing into dreams, getting a strange sense of the day, reviewing those thoughts, odd future happenings that haven't yet coalesced, passing through. But halfway through it, you, Harzul, get it's like waking up within the dream with the sense that you're being watched.
All right, so it's like living at the Necro Academy.
Pretty much, yes.
Because the walls literally have eyes there. I don't know if you know that, but literal eyes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I look around. What do I see?
Roll for me. Perception.
Perception. 4 and 3. 7.
7, very good. So you look around and you see there's the campfire there, and you can see a few trees and whatnot. The weird thing is, all the metapods are around you, and you're in a large room. But so are the trees, so is the moon somehow still. It's in that dream logic of stuff that doesn't really make sense.
So it's like the room is overlaid with the reality back home. So I'm looking almost from the point of view of a metapod?
Basically, yes. You are sitting where your metapod would be. You can see the other people sitting around in front of the campfire, metapods behind them, walls, stars, trees, circuits. It's like it's like a melding of the two.
Huh.
Can I move? Am I able to
Not right now. It's that weird sort of dream paralysis.
I hate that. That's one of my least favorite things in life.
Which gets even scarier when you start to see a bit of movement from behind one of the pods. And a figure begins to poke its head up.
I'm a brave necromancer.
Behind you.
I am the Lord of Death.
Brave little necromancer.
The brave little necromancer. There's another story.
The brave little necromancer. I love that.
Make a what now?
He's afraid of his own skeleton. Make a mind check.
No.
Okay, you are frozen in terror. So it's basically a child that's wrong.
Oh no!
The dream child that's wrong. It's got this, the head the same size as it peers over.
Oh god!
And looks at you.
No.
And says in that voice that the soft palate hasn't yet.
Don't fucking talk. No.
Says no. And points to you, and moves you to full pilot.
No.
Hashtag crash ball.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hashtag what?
Crash ball.
Hashtag crash ball.
I'll take either at this point. Thank you.
Damn.
That is terrifying.
Scary.
And then it begins to says, and then it seems to nod. Now it starts to walk towards you. The weird thing is, it's walking at a regular speed, but only moving at half speed as it's coming towards you.
No. The worst.
And the weird thing is, it never goes into the light. The face is hidden the entire time.
Okay. What did I watch? Did I watch The Ring? I didn't watch The Ring. I was in here. Was it here? Fartherall there.
It crouches down next to your ear and says, "Crash."
What?
I need Crash.
I'm here.
Okay, this next part might be scary.
I can do scary.
And he grabs your face. Make a body check.
Oh my god!
Why are we in this
but
horror film?
I've got these now.
Yeah, you do.
I love those. 1, that's 6, with my body of 7. So yes,
You wake up. Now make a mind check to avoid screaming.
Yes!
Okay, so you...
Do I hear him?
You do, yeah. You're sitting out there, sitting on your rock, dong blowing in the breeze. You did not specify that. Oh, wait. You
Yeah, we did.
Okay, never mind.
The pants with the embroidery on the rear.
I just imagine you took them off later because everyone else got out of their clothes.
Strong breeze or a dong like spider silk.
It's a spectral dong. It's subject to the physics
like
of the natural.
Ectoplasm?
Well, maybe if you rub it.
So we all wake up, is this correct?
No, I heard.
No, only he woke up. Oh god.
Hey, are you okay?
I don't know.
Okay. What? Okay.
The rest of us are still asleep.
You look kind of strange.
Well, you didn't scream, so yes, you are still...
You're a glowing wolf.
I'm a glowing man.
Oh, I guess that is less weird. Sorry.
You don't have to turn on the red light. Hustle. You don't have to sell your body to the night. #MetaPoint.
Thank you.
It's my favorite Slash song.
Thank you, Chet.
Thank you, Chet.
They're being so nice tonight.
Very nice. All right.
Especially the Moulin Rouge.
Who else is asleep still?
Sleep.
Sleep.
And I have 2
You're
with me.
asleep.
I'm not asleep.
You two are asleep. All right.
Just looking.
Did you see that?
Thomas,
Yeah.
Oh, it's your turn.
you dream that you are back within the mainframe. Very peaceful, watching the circuits of light race in and out of one another, watching the thousands of millions of connections per second firing off through the matrix there. You can see through one of your many viewports the metapods and have the weird sense of that same overlaid view of you're both in Fartherall around the campfire and here as well.
Fascinating.
That's when you hear the creaking of a door opening behind you, which should be impossible because there is no door inside the computer core.
Hello there. My name is Thomas. Is there anything I can do to assist you?
Make a mind check.
Is he supposed to be full pilot?
No.
No, here right now.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, sorry.
So in that case, I'm gonna do that one. That's to my advantage. No, if I do... Yes, these numbers are better. Sorry, I don't have all my dice.
His dice nest is full of dice, by the way.
It is.
We only need 4.
I
6
will.
total.
I don't have enough. Can I borrow
Succeed on a mind check.
Succeed on mind check. So here's the interesting thing that happens.
Yeah.
You feel what is left of Thomas's autonomic system, his amygdala, spike your brain with adrenaline. You feel clinically distantly the fear response. You are very aware that you are in danger from some other entity that is at this point behind you, which should be impossible because, again, you can perceive in all directions, and yet somehow it's hidden to you.
Greetings, friend. You appear to be something I have not encountered before. If there's anything that we could discuss right now that would be beneficial to my acquisition of knowledge or your general life's purpose, that would be wonderful.
That's when you turn around, which again, should not be something you can consciously do, but maybe you're sleeping. That would explain some of the dreamlike state. And that's when you see the child that is wrong, or at least the shadowy figure of it, outlined. Are
you looking for someone? Is there anything I can do to assist?
I need you. And he moves you all the way over to pilot.
I need you.
He looks at you like he's trying to figure out something about you. He says, "Where is your head?
My head?
Where is your head?"
Well, as a general rule, I do not exactly exist in any sort of physiological sense anymore, so my head is more or less wherever it needs to be.
That's when he reaches down and says, "I found it." And he holds up your own head, which you are both looking at yourself, your own headless computer body, and you know horror now. Or the way
Fascinating.
Yes.
I badly need a haircut.
The child's dark fingers spread across like tendrils and fill your mouth and eyes until the whole thing is covered. You may now wake up if you choose to.
If I choose to?
That's Thomas. You made your mind check and you're half robot, so...
Oh no, I want to keep watching this for a while.
Okay. It goes, basically after that, it's like an old, it goes salt and pepper static. With occasional flashes of growling.
Something not quite right with that boy. I will wake up, but I'm in Snowball's body inside Opal's armor.
Mm-hmm. Next to Amalia.
Next to Amalia. Is Amalia still asleep?
Amalia is still asleep. Passed out. Baby just dangling.
Oh, cute.
Little one's still safe.
She does her
As
little
good a place as any.
snore.
I will just sit there and kind of contemplate what just happened.
Mm-hmm. It was, it's troubling. You're not supposed to be able to dream. Or at least not lose control of your dreams.
Or only the electric sheep.
I was gonna say.
Did I feel like I was being attacked?
I've been thinking that the whole time.
I mean, you had the fight or flight response. So, what do you think?
And everybody else is awake.
I'm asleep.
No,
I'm asleep.
Opal is asleep. Rose is working. Sorry, Alice is working in her journal.
Thank you.
However, Zell is asleep.
That's right. Little me.
Little you. You also are at the campfire, but at the same time, there's the woods around you, but the trees have formed a tunnel going far away from you that is also at the same time stone. It's almost as if the trees have formed into a masonry tunnel that's leading off into darkness that's somehow darker at that other end.
Can I walk towards it?
Yes, you can.
Do I see everyone else here, or are they still in the metapods?
You see the metapods, they're asleep in their metapods.
Everyone's asleep?
No, you see the pilots asleep in their metapods.
Even
Jenica.
Does this help?
Now that's how you make believe. Yeah, I head down the... Yes, I head down the long, dark tunnel.
You head down the long, dark tunnel, which, the moment you step into it, somehow you know without looking behind you the forest is gone, and the campfire is gone.
So why even look back?
Exactly. You come a little bit farther, and you see, in the distance, a prick of light, like what appears to be a lantern, or something. Get a little closer, you see it's the moon above a gigantic tree.
Oh.
Hanging from the tree is the child that is wrong. One too long arm.
Oh, it's a slender baby.
Sounds like
And
a slender
it turns its head like an owl.
No.
180 degrees to look at you. Make a mind check.
Gosh, that's sticky.
Oh, that was so close. I miss it by 1.
You miss it by 1. Okay, you're freaked out.
All right, I run back.
Okay, you turn around to run, and it's standing right there.
Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing. Are the fires of Hela glowing? The grisly reaper mowing? The danger must be growing. For
The rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs they are slowing!
Also terrifying.
Yes.
Super terrifying.
I'm actually a little creeped out now just from that reference.
You're not the only one that knows quotes.
What's happening?
I don't like the look of this.
Oh my goodness.
That's my favorite part of that
Very
song.
funny.
I am going to burn 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 2 meta points gone.
And then try to fight it, but first break free of my mind.
Okay, make a soul check.
Oh, what? Oh, damn it. Yes!
You are free to move.
All right, now I'm gonna fight this thing.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Full zeal. I guess try to stab.
All right, stab.
2 stab attacks.
Excellent choice.
And gonna make it a jumpy stab.
Jumpy stabby stab.
Made the first one by all. Second one,
all of them.
Same.
Okay. It doesn't even move as you stab it in the head, in the throat. It just kind of looks at itself as blood begins to fall and pour and pool and rise.
Oh no! I put my daggers back in to try to stop the holes.
Okay, you stab it again, but it just spurts out more around you. It's coming up. It's past ankle height.
Climb up the tree.
Climb up the tree. The tree is behind you now.
I jump on that tree.
Okay, you turn around and the tree is gone.
Damn it! Is there still the moon up above?
You can see it, and it's way up there, about 50 yards up a shaft.
I am full.
Up a well.
Up a well?
As you can see that the well is slowly filling with blood.
Oh my.
Call me Jonah. I am going to. Wait. Can I just tread water?
Tread blood.
Or tread blood.
Make a mind check.
It's like the rejected cartoon.
No, that's 12.
Yes. It doesn't occur to you because you're so freaked out. As the blood goes higher, waist high now.
Drink it.
No, I'm not gonna drink it.
Can't.
Oh yeah. All right. So I'm full zeal, and I had Ghost Wolves earlier. So I am just going to screen Umbra's name, so that Umbra can hear me.
Okay.
Through some sort of.
Make a body check.
All right.
If you scream loud enough, I might actually hear you.
Yep. My body.
Is it Nano Wasp or something?
No, miss it.
He's in dream
Okay.
world.
In the real world, or in Fartherall, Zell goes.
Did I?
In your dream, you're screaming.
Did I pick up on that because I'm his leader? Can I try to pick up on it?
You can
Wait, did you just say you were his leader?
Yeah, I lead him. I'm guiding him. Her.
Make a soul roll -2.
Fine.
I'll give you an outside chance.
Am I not supposed to lead when I guide? Oh fuck it. Totally messed
No,
up.
you're like, oh, she's so cute when she's sleeping.
Sorry.
My granddaughter. I should tuck her in. Meanwhile, you're up to your neck now and blind.
One. Okay, do I have a?
Huh?
Is that it?
It's coming up. No, you'll have another turn round, but you look down. The child is now hovering upside down, so its face is here, legs are up there, right in front of your face, and it reaches a finger out.
I bite it.
More blood. You want more blood?
Oh, but this blood will be black and bitter.
That is a. What am I trying to beat? Mind or body?
Tell me what you rolled.
I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7, so you bite the finger off, and the finger becomes spiders in your mouth. Spiders pour out of the stump of the child's hand as it waves it around, going up almost.
That's not consistent. You have blood first.
The worst ever.
I just
Fought that in a campaign last Thursday.
Oh, I got old
With its other hand, it reaches over and presses into your nose and eyes. Now make your mind check.
I get Miss Peregrine's Home for
Nope.
Peculiar Children.
Okay, you wake up. Now make a body check to avoid waking up screaming.
Oh, this is the good one. I rolled a 6 for body.
Okay, so you wake up. You see your grandfather smiling.
Can I scan and look at everyone else?
You can see that. Well, you can't see Snowball, but you can see Harzul looking a little. Well,
Petrified.
like Harzul.
Scary baby?
I go over to. You saw Slendy baby?
Scary baby. I knew it wasn't just me, thank God.
How loudly are you guys having that conversation?
Huh?
How loudly are you having this conversation?
Well, I don't imagine we're across the campfire from each other.
So from inside Opal's armor then.
Never its mysteries are exposed to the weak human eye, unclosed so wills its king, who hath forbid the uplifting of the fringed lid, and thus the sad soul that here passes beholds it but through darkened glasses.
That's not actually loud enough for us to hear.
Thank you, Chad.
I can hear it.
Never its mysteries are exposed to the weak human eye unclosed. So wills its king who hath forbid the uplifting of the fringed lid. And thus the sad soul that here passes beholds it but through darkened glasses.
Someone went to art school. Thank you, Chat.
Fellow pilots, if I am hearing your conversation correctly, I too did experience a very creepy child just a moment ago.
Did you all have the same dream?
Spider Mouth?
I'm gonna start trying to climb out of Opal's armor.
At this time, I'm gonna try to gently wake up Opal.
Okay.
I could try that.
No.
Just bang on the armor with your dagger.
I'll do it as I'm getting out.
Inside.
I mean, she's got an anthropomorphic bunny. Yeah. Ah, fuck, now I'm raging.
You're raging?
Trying to climb out of her armor, so that's gotta.
Yeah, that's gonna wake you up. That's like a terrier jumping on you at night. Or trying to get out from under the covers. Or up into the covers. There's a terrier on your bed, is what I'm
Is it morning?
No, Snowball squirts out of your armor.
Rude. Good night.
No.
I think we were just attacked.
What? We were?
No one attacked us.
What was it like?
Some kind of dream attack. I kind of want to go back to sleep and fight it.
That's most concerning if it was some sort of attack, given that, at least in my experience of that dream world, I did see the metapods.
Same.
Oh.
So did we all, right?
And
meaning that the attack is not necessarily originating from this reality.
Could be. I mean, it's pulling things from our subconscious, probably. Like, they have those, like monsters who can, like Freddy Krueger monsters.
Can you please tell me more about what you experienced, so that I can try to start dissecting these dreams?
I was.
You mean scientifically or as a ghost wolf?
Jenica, I'm right in the middle, so I
That's
can...
why I'm asking.
As scientifically and with psychology and psychiatry.
Then no.
You don't want to tell me about your dream at all, so I can try to help? I thought we were friends, Crash.
We are, but you're not my therapist.
I don't want to be your therapist. I want to understand the dream
Then I'm not telling you about my dreams.
Can attack
Zell,
it.
you've got no idea who...
yeah, this is like, I don't know what's going on. They were metal shells. There was some demon. I tried to fight it. Nothing happened. I stabbed it. Blood came out. I bit it. Spiders came out.
You wouldn't be able to hurt an evil dream, baby.
A creepy child showed me my head and then tried to rip it to pieces.
Creepy child.
Can you dream?
Apparently so.
Like,
I'm as shocked as you were.
Was that the first one?
Yes.
Ever?
Yes. In the time since any changes?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an attack.
Well, we should try to figure it out so we can stop it.
Well, what's after us currently?
A creepy baby child.
I meant just in general, not in the dream.
Trey? It's one of his could be Craigie?
I don't know.
Oh, because you described the metapods.
I can't exactly access a lot of Harzul right now. He was pretty freaked out.
Are you not her? Who are you?
Oh, you're all the way Zell. Okay.
Zell, there does appear to be some sort of magical spell being used in our proximity, which may or may not be impacting our ability to proceed on our chosen course of path.
Why does the rabbit sound like a seer?
Thomas, you are no longer able to ignore your avatar's hideous level of hygiene.
Oh.
There's still gunpowder on you from days ago.
Is there any sort of river anywhere nearby?
Well, no. This is plateau badland country.
Any sort of stream?
Bunnies you
This
could
is
roll in the
plateau
dirt.
badland country.
You could roll in dry
I
dirt.
fail to see how that is any better.
That's how
Opal could probably create food and water, so...
Ooh, yes.
That would be most appreciated, as I am at the moment quite foul and disgusting.
I know.
I'm honestly not sure how you allowed me to climb inside your armor.
Well,
I think her standards are pretty low, if you know what I mean.
Rude.
The body that I'm in is good looking.
Right, but I mean,
Right?
lights on, nobody's home. You know.
Sometimes that's all you want.
Sister Opal, if you would be so kind as to create some water, I would prefer to bathe right now while I have the capacity and the interest.
Cute. Okay.
I need to spend a couple meta points to get back to where I was. I'm sorry, guys.
You're fine.
It has to be done. So I can at least detect magic, find out if we have been attacked by anything.
1 point left.
So you detect magic, and it's kind of like trying to look for this. The stars are always there, but when the sun's in the sky, you can't see them.
Right.
Almost said Madeline. Amalia is blazing with such magical brightness inside Opal's armor that it's hard to get an echo of anything else.
On a side note, I'm assuming Opal has 1 or 2 small bars of soap from a hotel at some point, or
probably as well as the towels.
Yeah, so I'm
kids.
I'm gonna borrow that and be washing in the background while the rest of the scene progresses.
Well, I suggest we move on. We are.
Oh.
Hail, hail, fire and snow. Call the angel, we will go. Far away, for to see. Friendly angel, come to me. Hashtag meta point.
Thanks!
Thank you for the creepy palms and meta points. There.
Tis the season.
I guess. So.
But thank you, Chad.
Okay.
But thank you.
Well, we should move if you were attacked. We shouldn't stay in the same location.
I agree.
In their brains.
I'm not sure moving is gonna help.
I just need to know if it came from here or if it came from there.
I tell you what, once I'm done taking care of this avatar's ridiculous attempt at personal hygiene, I could return back to the metapods and see what I can find.
Where?
Oh, it's Amalia. Yeah?
She muttered something.
What did you say, sweetie?
Baba.
Oh, she wants her milk.
Baba?
She wants her milk.
I grab the canteen.
She's awake. She looks out and goes, Baba.
Oh, cutie. No milk.
I think Bubba might be an.
Is it?
It does not to dwell on dreams and forget to live hashtag meta point.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Christy.
Thank you, Chad.
Okay, criticism accepted.
I mean, that's the worst they have for you tonight so far.
They're gotta be scheming. I mean, I'm wandering chat here, but they've been delightful.
Baba.
I think Bubba might be a person or at least an animated thing.
Oh, is it not Snowball?
Is it any of the things that we have? You know,
Yeah, like we'll hold up the bunny. We hold up the.
Oh, it's Snowball.
That's Bunny, not Bubba.
Right.
Baba. She's looking.
Is that her brother?
Brother? Oh, oh, cutie, it's okay.
She looks like she's about to cry.
That we are awake. It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Hashtag chosen on.
Chosen on!
Chosen on with the
to sing a little bit to calm her down.
Make a performance check.
Know all these things.
And you may play the rainbow ribbon if you like.
Oh, good.
There's so many songs about
GLW and AFH Cthulhu relying on Fatag and hashtag meta point.
Thank you very much, Chad.
That's just.
I beat it by 6.
So vulgar. Oh yeah, you sing a lullaby, and she looks at him.
So this is how you play it. Sleeping, yes. Yes, sleep.
Goes right back to sleep.
Aw.
Who's Bubba?
I don't know.
I know several people by that name in the prison that I work at, but I'm not sure that's who she's talking about.
Maybe it's her.
Oh no, but maybe it is.
It's not.
But it could be, right?
Thomas, make a mind check.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Divine reroll.
Oh yeah, made that one with flying colors.
Okay, it strikes you that Bubba, given the given the diction of someone who is still developing muscular control and a soft palate, Bubba might be an approximation at a double B sound.
A double B?
Yeah, as in a phrase or a person that have B. but can't say. Just like water. Wah.
Oh, so it's a double syllable B word, like
Potentially. Or
like
phrase.
baby.
or brother
Or brother.
Any word begins with B
bottle,
that has 2
or
syllables.
Any word that begins with B that has 2 syllables.
basket.
Blastoise.
Bitches.
I hate these bitches.
Stop, Baba.
And it's not bunny.
Oh, that's just how she talks.
Not bunny, because she has a bun. She can say bunny.
Right.
Oh, cute. I don't know. Going with brother for now, in my head.
Bottle would be my first guess, but
she said
She said no.
to the
Said no to the food.
And so I'm
That's not the
looking at the
bunny.
names I have written down. None of them start with B's. Unless it's a name that I missed.
But Big Brother.
Big Brother, yeah.
Brother.
Well, that's where we need to go.
There's...
The other brother.
Yeah.
Inslow?
Inslow. Mm-hmm. Well, we have to take her back to the nuns. I mean, have we rested enough? Do we want to go back to the nuns here?
It's about midnight, so you're about halfway rested.
Should we rest some more?
We should just go.
Realistically, our odds of being attacked again while we try to sleep are probably high.
Yeah. Right. So let's go. Let's start going back to the.
So with no sleep.
Well, not no sleep. Half sleep.
Half sleep.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
Umbra, can you do the...
That's it, Bubba. She wants you to play the Beastie Boys.
I knew it. I knew that skill was going to come in turn.
You want me to be a wolf?
Yes.
I'll also
Alright,
give myself
why?
a 3-point penalty that I know was coming.
Yes.
I see any of the, from what was left from the wreck of Craiggie's folks, are there any wheels and axles and a cart?
You burned some of them for your campfire.
Are there any intact? Or that could be intact with a little bit of ingenuity?
Let's see.
Elbow grease and moxie?
Hell yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Make something up.
Nice.
Let's put one of those together.
Yeah.
You're going to
What
make
you don't
me-
have is anything to pull them, though. Oh.
Wrong again.
Chip.
Spirit Wolf.
I'll help with that.
And Chip and Dale.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Let's hop in. We can get some shut-eye. You don't have to pull. You can keep
That's
watching.
even better.
All right.
Walk us back to West Haven, Chip.
All right, so
Oh, I'm afraid to go to sleep, but I'm curious.
yes, so you find the so it's a
Oh, we can't all fall asleep at the same time.
All right, I'll do it first.
it is a jarring bouncy ride.
I did watch that movie in my human existence.
What's a movie?
Never mind.
It's a bouncing, jarring ride that Amalia immediately wakes up and starts to fuss.
Oh.
But after a while, she thinks it's fun.
I played with her.
All right, you play with her?
Yes.
Okay, so you're able to stay awake. Is anyone else going to try to get some sleep?
Yes.
I definitely am.
All right, you guys go back to sleep.
Baby.
Both of you make soul checks.
I'm
Is anyone else
middle.
sleeping?
That's right.
Okay,
I'm
soul
gonna
checks.
take a meta point.
Meta point?
Speak to Amalia about Slender Baby.
Nope.
No,
Okay.
missed it by 5.
Is Umbra physically able to go to sleep? If Jenica's curious?
Oh. No.
No?
Nope.
So no. You're awake.
Yes.
Yes.
Awake.
Awake. So you're staying awake. You go back and you dream whatever. You're doing a basic recharge. Yeah.
Is Umbra physically able to go to sleep if Jenica's curious?
You could basically decide to log out. Or like you can go into reverie, essentially.
Like Jenica
Like
could.
screensaver. Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I want to try that.
Okay. You just put your head down.
Okay.
And you're out.
Right.
But we had 2 fails.
Do I need to roll something?
Make a soul check.
I beat it by 4.
Okay, you're fine then. But the 2 who failed,
Oh no.
Opal. It's one of those moments where you can't tell if you're dreaming or not because it transitions so seamlessly and so similarly to what you're doing right now that you can't tell if you're awake or not. But you are still in the wagon, but it's moving now almost like a boat on the sea. And you can see trees and such, all of them perfectly symmetrical along the way, and that's nice. Stars in the heavens.
Oh.
And up ahead, you can see a little apple tree, except there are no apples on it.
Oh.
You get closer, and you see there are 3 things, 3 sphere.
Hey guys, I'm Adam Havoc, host and producer of Hyper Heroes, which you can catch every single week here on Hyper RPG every single Friday on the YouTube channel, where we talk about the latest superhero movies, TV shows, we dabble in the comics a little bit, and then we're also doing trailer reactions and film reviews. So guys, thank you so much for watching all the content, and make sure to check it out every single week. Ooh, a Mario! Best Joker? I gotta pick a best Joker. Let's go, I'm gonna go with Heath Ledger. What is that? What's Harry Potter? Okay, good. Coke. Ooh, console, PS4, baby! Superman every single time. Good lord. Pokemon. Ooh, that's a good one. Godzilla or King Kong. I'm gonna go with Godzilla. Michael Myers, get out of here. It's Halloween. Come on. Challenge me. Ooh, I'm gonna go Thundercats. Wow. This answer could change drastically my position working here at Hyper RPG. I'm gonna go with In-N-Out. Hey, easy, take it easy. Go watch our latest trailer reaction for Star Wars The Last Jedi. You will know the answer to that question. SpongeBob! Dragon Ball Z. Nope. Cartoon Network for sure. Backstreet Boys. Yeah. Fuck you, don't boo me back there!
Hey everybody, I am Bert Jennings, GM on Pencils and Parsecs, our Star Wars-based role-playing game here on Sci Friday. Also, I'm a narrative director at Turn Me Up Games, and I'm gonna answer some questions for you.
Apparently, it was so scary that it broke the stream.
Yeah!
So if you could, and we lost audio for a few moments before. So, chat, tell us the last thing you remember. And I'll look here where you talk. Give it the hype. They're back. We're back. I was late getting here. There's life.
That was great.
Here is the song that has your welcome. Matt A. Some guy.
Apple tree.
Emoji.
No.
Apple tree.
Apple tree. There's
Okay, yes, apple tree.
Yeah.
Thank you. The apple tree. Yes. So you see the apple
that
tree.
really was something that I forgot.
You see the apple tree that has no apples dangling from its
Wait, but it has
skeletal
three
branches.
things on
The
it.
three spherical things.
Yes.
And as you get closer,
There's three of them. Wait. They're
get
testicles.
no, you get closer, and the tree. Here's the weird thing: you're moving this way, and the tree is also moving towards you.
Only if it's a Krogan.
Uh-huh.
and it comes into the light, and you can see what's hanging from it are 3 brains.
Oh.
That's when the driver of the wagon turns around to look at you, and it is a child that is wrong, and you can't see its face. Make a mind check.
Oh, it's the child that's wrong.
It says, "Let me work," and you wake up. Make a body check.
Oh, that's a success because I'm in my suit.
Okay, so you don't scream when you wake up.
No. Okay.
Meanwhile,
Yes, there were brains on trees.
I'm still sleeping and I also failed.
Okay. You just get the sense that you are lying on... Okay, you are dreaming that you are lying on a grainy, black sandy shore on the edge of a river, lapping slowly up towards you under oppressive darkness. Make a religion or a soul check.
3 and 5. Well, I don't think I have anything religion-based, except a cult. Does that count?
Yes.
Then I made it. With a 7.
Base?
9?
You somehow know, in the way that we know in dreams, you are in the underworld, lying on the banks of the River Oblivion.
Shit.
And you also know that in the lore, if you were to drink from the River Oblivion, it would obliterate everything about you. Your soul, your personality would be gone. It's the river from which heroes and great figures must drink if they wish to reincarnate, be born anew. It's also a spot of some pretty horrific drownings in mythology.
Yes, I am familiar. So if I drink it, obliterated.
Yes.
But if I don't drink it, not obliterated.
Correct.
I feel like I shouldn't drink it. But I fill my canteen. Oh, wait. I don't.
It could be useful to have later.
But he took my canteen.
Oh, right.
He just took it.
You're a wizard, don't you have, like, vials?
Oh, yeah, sure. Can I fill a vial?
In your dream?
I mean, you sure.
Yeah, it's in my dream.
So you're taking a vial, you're going to reach into the River Oblivion.
I'm only halfway right now, and I just got done being full crash, so...
Okay.
That sense of dread and fear is kind of like, how do I beat this challenge?
Make do you have anything that's like agility or precision? Make a roll like that to avoid touching the water.
Abso-frickin-lutely.
We also have meta points. I don't know if that'll help you.
You know, I think I will, just because I need to hold on to enough Harzul to be able to at least attempt magic.
Right. Oh, we got a cheat code in AAA too.
You could tie a string around it and drop it in and not have to...
Then he has to...
Oh yeah, and I've got plenty of stuff to do that, but I was just going to use like a mage hand spell and do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Do it like a wizard would?
If you want me to make like an actual body check...
here's the question. Okay, I will allow you to make a mind check to be in the presence of mind in the dream to not do the stupid instinctual thing and use your hand.
I think I'm fast enough. I think I can beat the liquid.
Hold my beer.
I believe in you.
I think I can win physics.
I can win physics.
I can win physics. I rolled a 5.
He did.
So, beat it by 11.
Okay.
Physics be damned.
That's
on just being fast at stuff.
And I don't have anything I can throw against you. All right,
Make a
you get
water
yourself
check.
a vial of Oblivion water.
I'm sure that will not come in handy at any point in the future.
All right.
Cringe.
Oh, God.
Would you like a spot of tea?
All right, and then?
I guess I wait to wake up.
Okay, so you will. The rest of your dream passes uneventfully.
I'm just sitting there on the shores of oblivion.
Okay, and then you wake up. So as the city, as West Haven is coming into view in the early dawn light, pre-dawn light, you're half slept and terrified. You're fine. You are full pilot and in need of no rest. You've had a nightmare.
No, but I did sleep too. Like I got a nice. Yeah.
You haven't slept at all. And Harzul wakes up.
That was terrifying.
What
happened?
Was the Slender Baby back?
I was in the underworld, just staring out at oblivion for, pretty much the whole night. Very relaxing.
That
really.
sounds lovely.
Yeah, it was horrible. Then the complete lack of sound was actually not as peaceful as you might think. Loved it. Very dark.
Guess it would make sense for the necromancer to be at home.
I mean, I feel like, way more evil than when I went to sleep. Because I am. I mean, I woke up clearly a lot more evil than when I went to sleep, right?
You look it.
You think?
Yeah.
Really?
I think you may be trying too hard to be evil, Harzul. It's okay to have bad dreams and admit to how they make you feel. We don't think you're any less evil than before you went to sleep.
What a nice night.
Thank you,
Thank you, Knife.
Empathy.
This dagger is such a.
Thank you.
This dagger is such a great
All right.
extension of your personality. I enjoy it.
Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm not really any more evil than when I went to sleep.
Hack attack with a sudden crash and roar from behind you. A sudden torrent of water rushes toward you, like a river. Amidst all the confusion, Amalia is suddenly pulled by her love to a passing boat. Straight into the arms of her as they sail home.
Hold on before you freak. Matt gets to figure out how to make this work in a way that is, organic to the storyline.
Or not.
My arms.
Where did she go to?
She's fine for now. He just has to figure out when and how he's
So
going to
hack attack with a sudden crash and roar from behind you. A sudden crash and a sudden torrent of water rushes towards you like a river. Amidst all the confusion, Amalia is suddenly pulled up by a rope to a passing boat straight into the arms of Cridge as they sail off.
So there's 2 crashes now.
A sudden crash.
Okay, well done, chat.
All right. So you're saying this right as you're going over a bridge.
Yeah. Bridge.
Bridge over the waters, and halfway across the bridge, you can feel an arcane trigger hit. As a massive wall of water comes roaring from somewhere it shouldn't, slams into the bridge and into the wagon. Everyone roll.
Oh God.
I expected a battle point.
Roll what? Are we initiative? Or
no, roll acrobatics or swimming or boating or whatever.
or
whatever.
Boat.
I'm using sports.
I'm using a reroll.
So yes.
All right.
That's what. Yeah,
Unless
I'm using acrobatics.
That
Yoga. I got it right on money.
Well, I'm using my
10.
second reroll.
Beat it by 10. Okay.
Beat it by 10.
So you're able to leap off of the boat as it gushes out from under you, land in the water, and you're a strong enough swimmer that you're holding your own in it.
I used all my rerolls and I still did not.
Okay.
Did you try doggy paddling?
I'm trying and I'm failing.
Luckily, you can't drown. So when the river carries you and flips you underneath.
Oh wait, I have water walk.
Yeah.
I didn't have to roll anything. I'm
so
walking.
here's what so the water hits
You
you,
also teleport
flips
back
you,
to
and knocks you across, and you bounce several times across the water as if Jesus tripped.
Yes. A lot.
Jesus, you be tripping.
I'm just picturing that song now. What was that tune?
Jesus trips.
That's the question. If Jesus tripped, would he bounce on water? Yes, he would.
Isn't Jesus tripped the shortest verse in the Bible?
Which translation of the Bible are you referencing?
The Book of Bozo.
Okay.
I would make this body check if I had a higher body score.
So you're strong enough. You roar.
I've had that happen with Harzul a lot.
Yeah.
You roar in the teeth of the booming gale and are washed off.
No!
I succeeded.
You succeeded. So you somehow are treading water in your power armor.
It has airbags?
Which is, well, actually, there's so much air.
#nosybeth because Maggie might have some questions she wants answered.
Oh, thank you. I do.
So here's the thing. There's so much air trapped in that armor, and also anytime you visit your grandma, she's always got an air mattress for you to sleep on, because she wants relatives to be there. That auto-inflates.
Excellent. So I'm now a boat.
You are now a boat.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then I know exactly what to do.
Amalia.
Who has boating?
See what happens to Amalia. Amalia thinks it's the most amazing water park ever, and
except she's being pulled away by a
Not yet.
So I still have her.
She was in the armor, I thought.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, she was.
She was.
Yeah, I didn't have her
Harzul.
anymore.
Well, I made mine, no problem. I magically rolled very, very low. So I'm just like,
so you're doing this until
look, I'm an athlete, everyone!
Chip's just watching the water go up through his rib cage.
I got it right on.
All right, so you also are also treading water. Only snowballs are being washed downriver.
Come to the boat!
Says the woman in power armor, which appears to be floating.
Oh, she's the boat.
Mm-hmm. Then you should hop on Opal and try and get Snowball.
I'll be back eventually.
Here, boy, Grandpa.
Never mind.
That's when a boat does not come up the river, but descends from the sky.
Oh, that's no good.
An actual rowboat with swan wings on it. Hovers above you. You can't see a figure in it, and who should pop their head over but a woman in a hooded robe. It's Mumbles.
Ah! Mumbles! We have the goddess.
She throws a rope down.
Oh,
It's a rope down that has a little, like, swing hanging from the bottom of it, just big enough for a baby.
How do the rest of us get up?
Just cue the rope.
Oh. Can one of the boys speak to her?
You need me to speak to her?
Or you?
She just wants you to climb up the rope.
The baby.
The baby. Put the baby. I got the baby. Give me the baby.
Oh, okay.
Climb up the rope.
Oh.
Fly.
Okay, so you fly. So what's happening now?
I take the baby and I cast fly. So she grabs onto the rope.
So she grabs onto the rope. So you grab onto the rope. The boat lurches a bit down. Whoa! She grabs the, I guess, tiller. Whatever. And, it corrects a bit as you're starting to climb up. Harzul, you cast fly, and you come up with the baby, and that's when you crest the ledge of the boat, you see Kridgi sitting in the back of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Just agape, and that's when Mumbles looks directly at you and says, "Shit." Roll a niche.
Yeah. Don't mind if I do. I want big ones. I want big ones.
24.
I also got 24.
So which one of you has higher?
16 is 32.
Umbra would go first, so 24. Wow. Umbra, 24. Opal. What else we got?
36.
Nice.
Zell.
Faster than me. 32.
32.
Damn.
Hars. Snowy.
14.
14.
Because I am ultimate pilot.
Alice.
I also
right.
And I rolled
14
like
also.
crap.
14 also. All right. Zell, you win initiative. You are being washed away in the super flash flood.
Here, boy. Grandpa.
Make a perception check.
Or just teleport.
I could if I wanted to.
You don't want to?
8.
You made it.
8.
You're
I
good.
made it. Yeah.
You hear Zell and may teleport there on your turn.
Okay.
All right.
Be there to
You want to do anything in the meantime?
Yes. We were passing through a wood, right?
No.
No, just a bridge.
Just a bridge over sort of plains. They've logged all this area to build the city that was just on the distant horizon.
In that case, yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. So just kind of hanging out in the river.
I'm gonna speak to a trout.
Waiting to be risen.
Oh, there you go.
Are there any fish around here?
Yeah, a whole bunch of them since they moved in. Pushing us all out of our affordable housing.
You want to get your spawning land back?
Yeah, damn right I do.
Follow me then, guys.
Hell yeah!
And I get a bunch of trout to
Trout Brigade! Apparently this is happening.
Rainbow formation.
We're gonna do this.
Rainbow formation.
I want a trout walk.
Trout walk. All right. Why not?
I love what just happened.
All right. So it's Mumble's turn. Right after she says shit, she reaches out to try to touch you. This is an attack roll.
Okay. And
she rolls a 3.
Oh. That is a very, very, very good roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not roll a 3.
I will shoot other.
My ACV is I beat by several.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Your ACV or DCV?
My DCV I beat by 6.
Okay, so she doesn't touch you.
Wait, 14 minus 8 is
6. 6, yes.
6. Yes, I did math.
You did
So
succeed.
if you succeed, then I won't. I'm just saying.
She reaches out and you, which you recognize the incarnation for sleep.
Yeah.
Misses.
Yes.
Then says, "Well, crap," and throws a little vial into the boat. System shock.
Yes.
Zell, move one down. One to your right.
Okay.
One
to my right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's one of those system shocks.
Yeah.
You say where you are. Chris, move 3 over.
Yeah.
Maggie, move full pilot.
Oh shit.
Christian, full pilot. Vanessa, 1 step to your left.
No more casting spells, but the ones that are active I can still use.
That's right.
True.
It is now Harzul's turn.
And you're still holding the baby, right?
She just threw a vial down in the boat
that burst with a burst of electricity.
That made this happen.
The system
Yes.
shock was.
As if she knew.
that made what happen?
The
system shock.
She made us like this.
All right. And since I'm floating, can I step onto the boat, like as a part of my move?
Can you what?
Can I get onto the boat as part of my move action?
You can make an athletics or something roll to do that.
Well, I mean, can I just land from my fly spell?
Yes, you can just do that, yes.
Do you want to give me the baby?
Can I step off a porch? Can I do that?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that it was okay.
Yes,
There wasn't
that's okay.
some crazy roll involved. There might be. I don't know. So, I feel like I should do something cool since I'm right here. And we don't have boosted abilities yet, so I don't need to do anything super strongy. But what I will do is toss the baby straight up in the air.
Oh God!
Grab the vial of oblivion, stick it in the mouth, of
Mumbles,
and then just punch him in the jaw as hard as I can and crack the vial.
Okay.
And then hopefully catch the baby.
And then catch the baby at the end.
The baby's still wrapped in blankets.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn looking at Kriggy after the vial breaks and then catch the baby.
Sharing this world with us. We really enjoyed it, and believe it or not, we actually love this world almost as much as you do.
Thank you, Chad.
And I'm doing it as part of a cool rule.
Oh, what? There's a cool rule?
Well, no,
It just got purchased.
Sure, we're doing the rule of cool.
Rule of cool.
So that's your entry?
Yeah, that's my entry. My entry is to shove the vial of oblivion water into the mouth of Mumbles. After I throw the baby in the air, punch it in the jaw so the vial breaks, and then turn towards Kriggy and catch the baby while maintaining eye contact.
Okay. All right.
Because that would be rad.
That would be pretty friggin' rad. So that was Harzul's turn. So now we're going to bid on the rule of cool. For those of you just joining us, the rule of cool. Everyone in initiative order is going to say what they want their next awesome action to be. You, chat, will then vote on it. The winner will have their action not only succeed automatically, but succeed at 150% success. Uber awesome. However, everyone who does not succeed the rule of cool must still attempt their highly epic, improbable action, but at a -5 penalty. So, Christian has led the bidding with the Oblivion Water.
Using my most powerful unused weapon, eye contact. What? It's like anti-crash.
It's true.
It's important. He doesn't do eye contact.
Next up would be Umbra.
Okay, Krieg, what's the guy's name?
Kridgi.
Kridgi, and he's one of the Chad guys, right?
Yeah, he's the High Priest of Chad, sitting in the back like this.
Okay, he really, really doesn't like it when Umbra in human form gets naked. And I can jump 100 meters.
True.
So I'm going to leap onto the boat.
Okay.
Turn into human form Umbra.
And just drop through.
And just start...
You're going to magic mic it.
You're going to swing it.
Swing the schlong.
Oh, man.
I cannot see.
And what is the intent?
Part of this is in swarm form.
So, I mean, you can do this, and it'll be awesome, but you're doing it in order to...
In order to distract him from his next move, stun him so he can't do anything. Best case, jump off the boat in terror.
Okay. All right.
So, Blue Wang intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to land on an enemy aircraft. Strip.
BWI.
Blue
Wang Clan.
The Blue Wang Clan.
Oh my god.
I know what our shirts are going to be.
Hey, Blue Wang Clan ain't nothing to
I wear
fuck
that
with.
shit.
True.
That's true. Opal might disagree. It's your turn, Opal.
Oh, cribbity crap. How far up the rope have I made it?
I mean, you climbed a good. I mean, it's your super strength. So you're just
Right. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, am I at the top? With
you
rope?
are within reaching. You can grab the gunnel.
Great, so I can get on. If I
Let
wanted.
Sarah ever play a male character again. Because this is the second time.
It's been a learning experience. And given the rules of the comedy rule of 3, we know it's happening a third time.
It's true.
Probably this very adventure.
Never mind. If that happens in a different setting, I might not go over as well.
Okay, man. Okay, this is what I'm doing here. I'm going to get on top of the boat, and the rope that I climbed, I'm going to pick up and turn into a lasso. And using my organizational ties of the Order, I'm going to instill it with truthness, and I'm going to Wonder Woman.
Lasso of truth.
I'm going to lasso of truth. Should I lasso of truth Cridge or should I lasso of truth Mumble?
It's a rule of cool. Why not go for both of them?
Both of them. I lasso
everybody.
Both of them so that we can get some information on what the
Nice. Wonder Woman, John Woo, Louis C.K. We've got everything. Sorry, Bluey C.K.
Oh, that happened.
You happy with yourself now, Chad? You happy? You should be.
Oh.
You beautiful monster.
So yeah, I'm gonna Wonder Woman
It's
then.
been a woman for a man for 2 days, and it still showed everybody she's run into her penis.
See? That's the power. That's the curse.
It's a tempting ability, isn't it?
Oh, Lord.
Let's move past this moment.
Here's the thing. Internet. Internet, just so you understand this. Mathematically speaking, 0% of the women you meet want to see your dick. Ever. Given the number of women you will meet in your life, and the number the average American male will have sexual relations with in that amount of time, statistically 0% want to see what you've got downstairs. Make the safe bet, it's a no. Okay? Safe play there.
Well, that's why I'm doing it, because I know it's a no.
Well, you know it's a
That's actually worse.
The Louis C.K. There you go. Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, thank you, Imp in my head. I'd forgotten that this was canon. I'd forgotten that canon was canon. All right.
All right.
Alice, make your bid. Real cool.
Okay, sleep deprived and just like really overwhelmed and kind of freaked out from all the freaky child stories and just this turn of events. I want to scream, sing a really like harsh
Scring is what that's called.
scream, a high-pitched note scream that's a scream / a beautiful note as well to boost the party, to give them
like Steven Tyler would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Like that last chorus of Dream On.
Like I just imagine like hair, hair everywhere, just like
Like what? One more time? That's the one. All right. And in order to boost.
Yes, to give everyone a nice confidence booster in both
I'm not sure
brain
Umbra needs one,
and rolling of dice.
All right.
To increase
good.
their effectiveness of their own things that they've
All right, so
already chosen to do.
Give them a mega boost. Got it.
Mega boost.
And the last. So then Snowball. Currently being washed down the river.
Okay. So, how far down the river have I gone?
One move.
50 yards downstream.
So
it's a surgeon.
Yes. So what I'd like to do is I would like to swim to the side of the river. Because rabbits can swim. We've established this.
I know. I used to try to drown them as a
established
child.
this years ago.
Oh God, I wasn't going to say that out loud.
And
as a child.
What? Oh, as a child. There you go. And then I would like to use my amazing leaping ability, which is actually the same as yours, to leap towards the boat.
Okay.
And upon landing in the flying boat,
okay,
I would like to tap in to whatever remnant-ish of Nis-esque abilities related to Chad and friendship that I can find in my depths of souls from previous avatars, and friendify Mumbles and Kridgi, such that they will be even more open-minded to all of the things that Sister Opal has.
And the penis showing.
Have you had that this whole campaign?
It might be a regular thing I travel with.
Like to work.
I'm just imagining you going through security at the airport.
You know, you can check this, sir.
I know.
Does Zell get?
Yes, Zell gets a bit as well. Are you going with the trout?
That's
army?
pretty epic.
Rainbow
Trout army is
formation?
pretty epic.
Trout walk. Trout walk.
And now that it's really cool,
He can make the trout do cooler things. Yeah.
river dolphin walk. I get an entire pod of river dolphins.
So in this temperate, vaguely European setting, you are summoning a group of Amazonian river dolphins.
Yes.
No, they're from the Amazon. We're in Fartherall.
They're farther on.
Okay, yeah. That sounded stupid. Okay, so
Silly bad.
sure, why not? So the river dolphins are going to. You're going to. What? They're gonna carry you?
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that thing I'm making up where someone is like jet skiing, but there's dolphins under their feet and
Yeah, I
stuff?
know exactly what you're talking about.
Like a Goofy movie.
Yeah.
The Goofy movie, okay.
Yeah. So they're gonna come up and they're gonna be my feet, just like that. And then I'm gonna jump up while a bunch of other river dolphins all like dive up with me, and we're gonna do a giant river dolphin uppercut with all the river dolphins.
They're gonna make like a ladder of river dolphins for you to basically like ride up.
Yeah, and they're
like,
going up
because
too.
the ladder builds from the bottom, so you're really just like riding up an elevator of dolphins.
It's a elevator of dolphins, and then a dorsal fin of its leader, which is an albino, which means it's an all pink river dolphin.
I know what an albino river dolphin looks like.
Punch it, and and then when all the water and the shrapnel and the pieces of plank from the boat fall down, the other water is gonna hit the rising sun. Is gonna form a rainbow.
Because the dorsal fin is sharp, right?
It's a very sharp.
Yeah, it's
like
razor sharp.
It's like mithril.
So you're summoning. Okay, that makes sense. I think I can go with that.
Yeah.
So to review, the bids for the rule of cool. We have from Harzul shoving the vial of oblivion water, throwing the baby up, oblivion water into Mumble's mouth, uppercut, catch the baby, glare at Kridgi. From Umbra, we have leap into the boat, pants off intimidation dong dance on Kridgi.
Which is going to happen anyway.
We have
Wonder Woman.
The Wonder Woman. She's going to leap onto the boat.
Lasso them both.
Lasso them both after imbuing the rope with the truth and justice compelling points of guilt, I imagine, which is her
The order. I love that organizational test.
Organizational test, that's right.
I got some.
Alice is going to Steven Tyler scream a siren note that gives everyone enhancement to their whatever they're attempting.
Especially that mithril dolphin.
Especially that. Snowball is going to leap he's going to swim to the side of the river, leap towards the boat, and then it was what?
Friendify with
the Chad Blaster. And Zell is going to summon.
Do you summon the Chad Blaster since it's in the diner?
It's just the essence.
Because Thomas
of Chad
is all
that is still bleeding through Thomas.
Nice. Right. Using the power of friendship.
And Zell is going to summon.
Actually, I'm going to Care Bear stare it when I do it too.
Okay, sure.
I won't for terms of service, but in my heart of hearts, I would care.
Do you have nipples on your belly?
I don't like to talk about it.
It's a rabbit.
Belly badge.
A rabbit would have
nipples on the belly. And then Zell is going to summon the rare mythical river dolphin, ride a surge of them towards the boat, a ladder of dolphins up to Hadoken Dragon Punch.
Yeah.
Destroy the boat, and what was the final part of that?
After the splash of
The rainbow.
shrapnel, there's going to be a rainbow.
The rainbow that happens after the shrapnel. You watch a lot of anime, don't you?
What happens to us that are on the boat?
Watch like 3 episodes.
Real curious.
That's a really good idea. So vote now, chat.
Oh God.
What happens to those of us that are on the boat?
There's a rainbow for you.
To walk
To
on?
what? Look at as we fall to our deaths?
You only take a little damage to fall like that.
Do what you
It's a
want.
rainbow for you.
And we'll land in the river. So we'll land in the water.
Vote.
Boat.
Boaty boat.
boats.
Boats. Oh, boaty boat.
Voting is happening.
And the winner.
Already?
Yes. Well, with a 22 vote lead, I think it's not going to be any other way. Is Crash in Brazil with the Oblivion Water. So
I'm gonna do such good eye contact.
So here's the thing. You can't take anything out of a dream.
I was wondering about that, but I didn't.
You're really at the River of Oblivion. The vial would have dissolved, but it's a dream, so it's both here and not existing at the same time. You would have had to roll to see if it actually existed when you pulled it out, but it's a rule of cool, and you won by 22. So you've got a vial of friggin' Oblivion water.
Yes!
Basically a liquid sample of non-existence that you are going to shove. So the first step is you throw the baby into the air.
Yep, using a fair amount of strength.
Which I'm sure you have.
Yes.
It's a real cool, 150%.
Right.
Baby goes up, she thinks it's amazing.
Yay. We go! And then I shove the vial right into the mouth.
Right into Mumble's mouth.
Cover it. Uppercut.
So you uppercut Mumble's mouth and give me damage then for that.
Okay. It's just a... Did I take any damage? I haven't taken any damage, right?
No.
Oh, but I'm all the way Crash. That's not gonna feel good.
Maybe touching the Oblivion water made you get some damage though. Because when you cover
I'm pretty sure that's not gonna do well. I mean, I only really am trying to break the vial. I'll be okay.
All right.
I just have to actually hit, and the first roll is a 1 plus an 8. That's 9. I beat it by 7, and it's a 30 damage thing.
Mumbles is gone. Or at least you think that you actually don't. You're not entirely certain there was anyone else on this boat other than Kridgi.
Huh.
But the baby's falling out of the sky now.
Oh my gosh, the water functions like the guy from Red Dwarf.
You catch her.
I glare and Kridgi pull my hood down and
she glares and he's like, "Whoa, God!"
Remember her. That's messed up.
I was afraid that's what he was saying earlier.
You have yeah.
You are so evil.
What did I do?
You erased her from
remember.
existence. We don't even remember Mumbles. Mumbles is good. You don't even remember Mumbles. You are so evil.
Well, am I?
So your action you just did, none of us know that you did it.
So you...
Except for how awesome it was.
Yeah.
Chat knows.
Oh my God.
Hang on.
What is it?
If I'm going to play this out, as it really would happen if you just erased Mumbles from existence.
Well, how far back did we erase Mumble from existence?
Ever. Mumbles is who brought your party together. Sent the dreams to you, telling you to come together so that you could help collect the missing baby goddess.
Shit!
Shit! We broke the game! We broke the
So, this never happened. You win, Chad.
But it's only 7:40.
It's only 7:40.
Okay, but we're all here now.
As you snap awake in your metapods.
Shit! What?
Okay, I'm thinking maybe
you snap awake in your metapods and are immediately aware of a list to them, about 30 degrees.
A list?
A list, as in off kilter.
I broke the whole world. I broke the whole freaking world.
Good. Crash, what did
you?
I just became the Eclipseman, no big deal.
I'm assuming we're all full pilots now?
Oh, look at that! Some red shirt pointed out, but Matt, we just saved your cannon. Indeed you did.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That is true. The cannon was.
So thank you. You erased the entire episode. So, just to recap, no matter what else happens here, in 6 installments of a 6-hour adventure, you achieved nothing! You achieved 0 of 100% of this adventure!
That's an F, right?
You hit reset
You
without
bumped
saving the
into the
game.
ceiling, which must now be squashed and sterilized, and so you get nothing! Good day, sir!
Leon. Hashtag meta point.
Thanks, Jack.
You broke the game.
Oh, thank you, Chad.
All right. So, yes.
It's time to start over.
So what happened? You don't know what happened, other than because you don't remember what happened.
Honesty hour.
Honesty hour.
I get to use my buff, Rosie buff.
Okay.
Rosie's memory of what went down is not gone.
Okay.
She would like to know how much she can remember from you.
You remember.
Because we remember going in.
Our pilots
You remember going in. You remember. It's like remembering bits from a dream. It's as if you could, if you, Maggie, were to try to write down what you remember from this adventure without reviewing the VOD, that is what you remember. If you remember it, you remember it.
Excellent. So, I tell everyone the things I remember, and that is what I have said.
So
just
this
in
is
case
gonna
one of you.
So this is going to take a while, and you are still at a 30-degree list, and all of your pods have slid together towards one side in the boat, which is moving a bit.
Oh, we're in a boat? We're still in the
way.
boat?
We're still in the boat.
Yeah,
Who's on the yacht?
moving a bit
On the
on the
yacht.
yacht, and
Oh.
based on it, it feels like you've run aground on something.
Oh. Landed.
I will get out of the
Yeah,
pod.
get out of the pod.
I might actually need that now.
Does anyone? Matt, I should have been more specific because what I was starting to say was before we went in the pods, we knew we had to discover something about the gods.
Yes.
It did go through Kira Midday, we did hear it.
Pepper. Mario, 100%. Mark Hamill. Microsoft Xbox. Jason. SpongeBob. Patrick is just the worst. Their version of Arnold Schwarzenegger is Gruber or whatever. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna go with Cartoon Network. Oh, Picard, hands down. Bald guys represent. I'm probably either in Slytherin or Gryffindor. I know those seem like two extremes, but
Hashtag dark side.
It's a toss-up between Rocco's Modern Life and old school X-Men. In and out, 100%. If you say any other answer, you're wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong. Ooh, Backstreet Boys. I mean Backstreet Boys, come on. No brainer.
Hi, my name is Chris Odie, and I am...
No. I can't be a jury. I'm the judge.
Did you miss me?
No, you ordered a pizza.
Talking to chat.
What kind of pizza?
I didn't tell anybody that we're back. Freedom.
We're back.
Freedom pizza?
Oh, we're back.
$1.87. That was the sweetest thing ever. I love you.
Okay, yes. So you are in the yacht that you escaped from the last adventure.
Yay!
The details of which.
Congrats, Matt. Makes future planning so much easier.
Doesn't it?
You can now cherry pick any amusements for the future. Continue reading. Hashtag meta.
Okay, can we say that never use creepy child
That is
whisper
my
voice?
least favorite voice ever used.
You're gonna have nightmares because of the dream stuff.
Awesome.
Well, like that creepy child talky voice, like I feel dirty now.
Child that isn't right.
So, thank you. Yes, I actually kind of glad the continuity survived. Or it's open again now. So you are still on the boat. Your metapods have all. The boat has run aground on something, but you're still in the water and it's pushing against you.
I want to go to the top.
Out of metapod.
I mean, like,
so they're all slid together. You get out, and the moment you step out, you feel a combination of like oppressive humidity and cold, briny air, sea air.
Oh, that combined with the fact that Thomas's metapod just opened, and there's a dead body in there.
Why are we laughing about that?
Wait, how did he open up his metapod if he's...
He just opened it. He keeps forgetting he's an AR.
My apologies, everyone. I forgot that was... regular GM for Masters of the Metaverse, as well as a part-time GM for Death from Above. Now I'm gonna answer some questions. Mario. Jack Nicholson. Picard. Favorite Transformer? Hound. Superman. Ooh, I'm gonna go with King Kong. Favorite 90s cartoon? That's like my jam. How do you pick one? Maybe Animaniacs. We'll go with that and call it good. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past or The Secret of Mana, or if we're counting old school as not that old school, anything in the Halo series. Scotch. Console. Oh, the mashup, both. Han. The TMNT arcade game back in the early 90s was wicked awesome. You can catch me on Monday evenings at 6 p.m. on Masters of the Metaverse, as well as Friday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific on Death from Above. My name is Chris Odie, and we'll see you on Hyper RPG.
Hello, my name is Christian Doyle. I play Crash Jackson on Masters of the Metaverse, and today I'm going to be answering some questions for this nerd litmus test. I'm excited. Luigi. Oh, I'm Slytherin all the way. Superman. Stark. Picard. 90s cartoon. Let's say James Bond Jr. What the fuck is Pokemon? Microsoft. I'm an Xbox guy. Bleach. The original Gauntlet. The friggin' Joker. You can watch Masters of the Metaverse Monday nights at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time here on Hyper RPG.
Hey guys, I'm Danny Fernandez and I play Noah Castillo, the Mind Reader, on Valiant Vanquished. And you are watching Hyper RPG. Star Wars. I don't know. I feel like Leonardo gets shit, so Leonardo. I gotta go with my huggable, lovable Pikachu. Fate rarely calls upon us at a moment of our choosing. Optimus Prime. I'm Slytherin. I would never date a Han. That being said, Han. Poison Ivy. Spider-Man. I think he counts. All Real Monsters. You know what? I feel like Marge doesn't get enough credit for all that she has to put up with, so 100% Marge. Nintendo, baby. Nintendo. Grew up on Nintendo, will die a Nintendo fan. Why do you make me choose these things? Okay, I'll say Cartoon Network. Unless Nickelodeon wants to hire me sometime, then Nickelodeon. Oh, what? You can't see it. It doesn't look as good this way. Dragon Ball Z, 100%. It changed my life. Gail Simone, 100%. Every day. Faith. I think she just so many things that I'm not, which are nice and pure-hearted. Oh, listen, my taste changed as I got older, but I was OG Backstreet Boys. I had Brian, a poster of him, because my girlfriend took Nick and I wasn't allowed to take him. So I had a Brian poster up in my bedroom. I thought I was gonna marry him.
Hi, I'm Joe Starr and I play Aaron Val on Pencils and Parsecs every Friday at 9 on Hyper RPG, and I'm here to A some of your cues. Luigi has a better jump game. A console. Beyblade? Oh, Godzilla. Right now, PlayStation, but if I went back in time and was a child, Super Nintendo. Patrick. Oh, He-Man. I just think it's impressive that no one recognizes him after he gets tanner. Donatello, he's sweet and he's smart and purple's a cool color. These are supposed to be fast answers. Whirl is a really cool character and he's really started to expand lately, but there's also Tailgate. Rewind I really like, and his relationship with Chrome Dome is really interesting. Brainstorm is a really cool character if you really like Doctor Who kind of stuff. Rodimus also has like a really cool arc. I really like the Technobots if you want to start to talk about Gestalts, or on the Decepticon side, the Predacons are really cool. Predaking's a very cool looking robot. What are we talking about? Hank Scorpio. In-N-Out, why are you guys rich? Five Guys is like $30 a burger. 98 degrees, son. What? Yeah, in sync.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Johnny Cruz, and I play Jay Goldstein on Vanquished Wednesday nights. It's dope. Star Trek.
Hello, my name is Christian Doyle. I play Crash Jackson on Masters of the Metaverse. Chris, you're ruining it.
You're ruining the joke, Chris.
No, wait.
Can I have one?
The crunching just totally gives it away.
I was hungry.
Oh,
You guys can't fake
nice.
very
That's
well. That's what one of them said.
Hey, but you know what? We just achieved a
And
story
yes, I am a
point there.
Hufflepuff.
Yeah. All right, so you are still on the boat. You were gonna
Go to the top.
Go to the top.
All right, look for
You go up top,
landmarks.
and you see ancient cliffs bleached by the sun, covered in waving grass, and it looks like you can't even tell. It's massive, sort of natural stone-like harbor that you've bumped up against, some coral, and you can see the harbor a bit farther away there.
Does it look like modern harbor? Like
No, like
no. This looks
as in natural harbor surrounded
gotcha.
by almost like arms
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
out in this gigantic.
Thomas, take a picture and Google Earth this shit.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, roll it.
Make a Google check.
You are Googled.
I know. Like I feel like I can't miss this one. Actually, it's a knowledge check, so I get a
The question
serious
is
bonus
sorting
off
out the
that.
correct answer through all the spam.
That's true. With my bonus on a knowledge check, yeah, I would make it by a lot.
Okay,
So-
you appear to be. You cannot identify this particular island. However, given the topography and the species you can see from here, you appear to be in the Adriatic.
It does appear that we have somehow found ourselves into the Adriatic Sea, and I do believe this is an island.
Oh.
Good eye.
Thomas.
Good eye.
Well, I guess we should go inward to see. Thomas? Can you do a scan? Like a? Is there a village nearby, or like a?
Let me recheck that because my files are saying Adriatic, which that can't be correct.
Why?
That is in fact correct. We began on the western coast of the United States of America, and we somehow have found ourselves in the Adriatic. This is quite a long journey.
Certainly, but we were on a boat.
For 6 weeks.
For 6 weeks?
For 6 weeks.
At least.
That's long enough to make it to the Adriatic.
Yes, however, our original piloting was not intended to go this long.
Well, I think we probably took a little longer in there than we were supposed to.
It strikes you haven't checked your chronometer.
I shall check it now.
It's been 8 months.
What?
Apparently, we've somehow managed to turn a 6-week mission into an 8-month mission.
Quick, somebody tell me happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you for remembering.
Oh, this is true. Should also remind you, Jenica, you will need to get your license renewed.
Also, happy
sometime in
birthday
the next
to
2
you.
weeks.
I have to renew my license, my psychiatry license from the Adriatic.
We can assist you with that.
I'd be helpful.
Wow.
This isn't good. We had checkpoints. We had.
How long were we in the metaverse there? How many?
8 months.
No. How long there were we?
Oh.
A matter of days.
Just a few days. So the time dilation works both ways.
Correct.
I love that.
At one point, we'd extrapolated it might take 4 to 6 hours to complete whatever mission we were on, but clearly it took longer.
Clearly it took longer.
So, Thomas, can you? I don't mean like Google Earth scan. I mean like movie where you like, you know, like what on Star Trek where they're like, oh, life forms.
Are there people here?
You're asking if Thomas has a tricorder?
Just scan the air. Like, is there something?
That's
here?
not a thing.
While I don't have any sort of tricorder access, I can do my best to use the available sensors and similar forms of.
Doesn't the ship have a
on the ship to determine what we can find?
Yeah.
We'll know how deep the water is. We're on the ground.
Well, the water's very clear. There's
Is it
coral
really pretty?
beneath you. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Adriatic.
I mean, can you pick up any other signals, Wi-Fi, satellites, any nearby surveillance?
Checking. Very scattered at the moment. Give me one moment. I need to make a change. I switched down to full tourist regalia. I now have on like a kind of linen-y shirt, shorts, and some sandals with white socks.
Oh, that's nice.
Guys, that's good.
That was pretty close to the surface there, Pastor. Sarah, how many of those outfits do you actually have? Too many.
Ooh, the fifth.
Well chosen.
I think we might actually need to go adventure.
You mean like out?
On the island. This island right here.
Oh, no, I only work with simulations.
Boat's out of fuel.
Right, we're stuck. I mean,
It is out of fuel.
We're gonna have to eat. We're gonna have to.
Pilot.
I
Full
haven't
pilot.
met him yet, right?
That's correct.
Correct.
Nathan.
Nathan's my best friend.
Nathan is
Fact.
your best friend.
That's right, Crash.
How does that working for you?
Because Nick's not here.
Next lineup. I take it for what it is. Crash is a
Crash
bit
has been taking his best friends alphabetically.
Okay.
in opposite order.
Okay. Thank you, chat.
Thank you.
This is the weirdest voice yet.
They said they chose mime.
Because we did the mime thing.
Very nice.
Oh,
I get it. Clever.
I don't know if that one was. Well, we did get a tip.
Oh, well then thank you.
Thank you, chat.
It was, and if it reads, I'm sorry, but it was from Kara Mendes. Previously on Lost. #MetaPoint. So just in case.
So you did run out of fuel, and well, just a couple things. You've pointed out that you've run out of fuel. You've pointed out that there's no way that this is where you were heading.
Mm-hmm.
Yet you're here.
We've been adrift.
Previously on Lost.
Okay.
#MetaPoint.
Thank you.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if it had.
No, totally.
Missed
Children
it.
of the Forest.
Well,
This really is creepy. There are apparently 9 of those movies. There's a 10th one coming out.
Really?
Yeah, I just learned that on Crack today.
On
So,
Children of the Corn movies.
hi. How did you get involved
sorry.
with
They're called Nebraska.
Crash?
When I first decided to do some test runs, they put me in here, and when I got set up, I was in this weird world. I had no idea of how to
Founders
interact,
picked him up
and-
before the program could, otherwise he would have gone over.
Yeah. So now I'm just finishing up some things here, checking it out. But this is real life. This is really happening.
This is not, we're not jacked in, we're not in pods, this is not a metaverse.
I'd love to climb down and with
you
my
climb down.
acrobatics and
Yeah.
check out the.
I'm
Here's the
going
thing.
on
You
shore.
are against a coral reef, so there will be some amount of swimming that's going to take, navigating some rapidly moving waters in channels here with sharp coral. Or lowering a dinghy.
Oh.
Done.
Okay, there's that.
I think we should all stick together, and I think we should start exploring because there's nothing on the ship for us right now.
Are we sure of that? I mean, there could be food, there could be medical supplies.
We need to make sure
I
that
don't
the
know.
pods are closed so they can float if the boat sinks
I
while
can
we're
give you a
gone.
full inventory of what is currently on board the ship if that would be useful.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
I just assume most of the food is bad.
There are a number of emergency
check.
provisions which would still be edible.
There's no crew here either.
Correct.
They're gone.
Correct.
And we have emergency food.
I can't access the ship logs to see where anyone may have abandoned ship.
Just download them. Bring them with us. We need to go to ground.
I think we should keep going. I mean, look, we were already attacked once, right? I mean, I remembered that. I don't know if you do, but you had dreams about creepy ass babies.
Oh, that's right.
Doing weird stuff to you. You said you did.
I don't think they were ass babies, but they were definitely creepy.
I'd really like to
You're
take
right,
some of the
Crash.
emergency provisions with.
Me too.
Nice
So-
backpack of stuff.
But we can't be sure that our journey that took 8 months instead of 6 weeks, and while we're here and we don't know where we are, isn't someone else or the same people.
Is there water in the boat?
Is the boat actively
as in
sinking?
potable water? Or
No, is it taking on water?
It has taken on water.
Is it sinking?
It's not sinking anymore. It's reached an equilibrium.
Yeah.
Apparently, at one point, it breached, and then the ship's self-defense mechanisms kicked in and dropped a bulkhead.
So we can understand that this ship is still here if we need it, but we could disembark, get a shelter made, and then use the ship as we need it for food if we find some.
Just don't turn anything on.
No, that would not be smart.
I mean, the battery's probably dead, but if it's not, they can find us.
Right. So
You wanted to get away. We're away.
Yeah, we're away.
All right.
So all of us together to go to show. Come on, Nathan.
Okay. Yeah.
This will be fun. We're in Greece. Or something.
Agoraphobia, is that kind of a thing for you?
not
maybe
at all.
we're in.
No, it's just-
maybe we're in Wonder Woman land. Except that's not real.
Hey. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go.
But Lesbos is, and that sounds fun.
Go. I put on a life vest. Zip that baby up.
That's
I would also like to put on
sapphire,
my vest.
sapphic poetry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's close. It's
Nathan.
good.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
All right. It's all me, baby. It's full and H here. Nah.
Yeah, no.
Nope. Not
Okay,
at all.
someone else make a perception check then.
I will.
You
I
don't
beat
see
it.
then. Okay, you notice the reef sharks.
Reef sharks.
Oh,
That's exciting.
shit.
Hey guys, there's sharks down there.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat him.
I think we should just ride the dinghy past them. Unless they're,
They're not very large. I mean,
they're just
3 to 4 feet long.
I mean, they're not like swimming like Jaws, like, oh, we want to get you. They're just like, oh, we're sharks.
Well, they're sharks.
Those are the two options I have to pick from.
On a scale.
They're
on a
closer to
scale
On a scale of 1 to Jaws.
Not 2.
Okay.
How do I know if they are dangerous at all?
Not to you. They're little reef sharks.
I mean, I think you have a point where, like, we could maybe just go past. If they're just being happy sharks, we could just go by.
Yeah. That's
Rather than, I mean, unless someone wants to start fighting sharks.
I can actually operate a boat.
Yeah, that is true.
same.
Yeah.
So we should be okay.
Does anyone have boating?
Yes.
I have pilot.
We're letting Nathan drive.
All right. Here we go.
That's a lot of sharks in the feed, Chad.
That is an 8, and I beat it by 7.
Okay, so you get into the boat and start putting through the little course through the reef there. And you can see the cute little shark fins. Boop, boop, over there. Boop. Whoa.
Okay.
There's a fin way too large for a shark native to this region.
Well, that's
A sharknado to this region?
Native to this region. A shark
Any sort of
native.
knowledge
Sorry, I
check?
misheard you.
Native to this
Any sort of
region.
knowledge check as to what that might be?
Yes.
Try
I don't make
animals.
it.
I'll do it because I've got animal
So
stuff
I
too.
did make it, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Based on the cut of the fin and what you can see of it, it is a megalodon brought forward from the Pleistocene.
well, that's not good.
It's a megalodon.
So, fellow
How close
pilots,
are we
I
to
do
the
have
shore?
bad news, and I have a potential solution to the problem. The fin that we have just seen appears to be a megalodon who is somehow out of space and time and here from the Pleistocene era. However, at the same time, my ability to depart from the ship is limited, at least in this current form. So my suggestion is this.
I'll go get your core out of the pod.
Before you do that, I'm going to leap into the water and see if I can draw its attention. By leap into the water, I mean I will appear to leap in the water as I'm currently not actually here.
Oh, right. That's a smart idea.
I think the issue is going to be the light's going to refract poorly underwater.
Yeah. Is it at a place
I'll
in
just walk
time,
along
or
the top
are
of it.
we?
Is it
That you can totally do.
distracted?
Or project yourself on the top of it.
So I'll see you all
Far
later.
away from the boat,
I will start
please.
walking away from the dinghy.
Run away from the
So
dinghy.
you
Don't get too far away from the boat or the projector will
Pretty
stop.
much,
And
yeah.
Okay, so you're Jesusing across towards
Yes, and trying to be tempting to the megalodon.
Until he gets
do
out of
not
range
eat
of the
me,
light
oh,
projector.
prehistoric shark
Okay,
creature.
so like their descendants, sharks are attracted by scent and electromagnetic interference. or through the water.
I'm
You
full of
create-
electromagnetic interference.
That you are. So you're watching for a bit as Thomas walks, blah, 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 and then imagine Jaws Square just go underneath it.
We've been
and-
putt-putting, by the way, the whole time. We're getting
Okay,
closer.
make another boating check.
It's not like we stopped.
Okay.
We
I will
kept.
assist.
I want to ask Thomas.
Yeah, made it by 7.
Okay. So as Megalodon goes up there and hits, a wave comes back towards you because it's so massive.
Wow.
Lifts the boat a bit, but you rolled so well, nobody goes overboard. Which is good.
How much closer are we to land?
Thomas did help us.
You're a couple hundred yards. The nice thing is, it's shallow enough here that this thing can't move. Like it's
Okay.
It was coming through the shallows. Seems to circle back around the other side of the boat.
Let's just keep putt-putting. Go, go,
Yeah,
go.
You putt and you're into the safe zone at that point.
Awesome.
And then it'll
Where's Thomas right now?
And then you
Hopefully
get
I'm just
towards the
continuing to
shore.
walk away.
And once you get to the shore, notice it's speckled with pieces of rotting reef shark, as in what was left over from some massive bites.
Thomas, can you tell?
The sharks were the prey instead of the predator. Oh, sweet irony.
What was that?
What?
Aquamarine?
You can tell where we are-ish, but can you tell Thomas where we are in time? Are we?
It's 8 months or so from when we
That's
departed.
it. We are. So the Megalodon is in our time.
That would
You
seem to
did
be the
use
case.
Google, so
Did
probably.
use Google. I don't know. Things are all
Have we
crazy.
missed anything about megalodons in the last 8 months
Not
in the
really a
news?
crazy question here.
Not really.
Have there been a lot of megalodon sightings in the news?
Actually, there have been a couple on cryptozoology sites that
Okay.
put a supposed megalodon sighting in the Mediterranean, pretty much in the area of the Adriatic Sea.
Where we are.
Well, we
One apparently attacked a cruise ship.
Oh.
I will pass this information to you all through.
Well,
some sort
it
of
looks like we've
technological
missed some
psychobabble
events.
connected to the Metaverse.
Well, if we ever get in contact with humanity again, we can confirm it.
Well, let's keep going.
Let's just make landfall for the time being.
Oh, sorry. I thought we made it.
Yes, you pull up on the shore there, which smells awful.
Right. Rotting
And-
sharks.
And can see as the sand sort of rises a bit up, where the shadows of the giant rock that is the majority of this island meets the shore, you can see what look like a series of caves.
Well,
We don't have to go inside the caves.
Oh, we can find a suitable one.
Right. We could see if there. I mean, let's see if there's a safe one, because then we don't have to build a shelter. We've got one.
That is definitely smart.
Yes.
For sure.
Unless something already has that shelter.
Totally.
Right. Which we should find out.
We should investigate.
That's why I go.
Once they have landed, I will blink out from my walking across the water and just basically hang out with them in an auditory form as it uses less power.
Okay.
Oh, I've got you in my phone now.
I love being an app.
Yeah.
So
Drains my battery kind of quick.
That it does.
He,
You haven't charged in 8 months.
I have a crash.
There's one of those
Crash.
cell phone chargers in the boat, though.
In previous previous times this has happened, we've been able to use powers from where we've been. Can you light torches?
What do you mean, like magic?
Yeah, like fire. Can you make fire happen?
We can't bring magic back, I thought.
Why not?
Anything's possible.
I can bring back making fantasy characters into swarm form. Why couldn't you bring back magic? I can dissolve my body into millions of bits.
It's like you've never been here with us.
Why can't you bring back magic? I don't understand that part.
I don't know why they never told us. But we've never been able to. That's part of the reason they sent us to that one place, is so we could learn about magic and try and bring it back, and it sort of worked.
Right, so maybe you can do fireball, or at least a little.
What do you want me to catch on fire?
Oh, I was thinking maybe we could make some torches for the cave, and also then it's a weapon at least of some kind that we have. Right, so take some tree branches and maybe we could rip some pants or clothes. Right.
Nathan, you look concerned.
Yes. On a scale of frequent to not often, do these side effects occur?
When you say side effects, what do you mean?
The magic that might kind of work.
That's why you're here, Nathan.
You have to figure out, like, Ooh, this is new information for me. Awesome. Continue.
Right. So Nathan, sometimes they chose us for a reason, and we think part of it is because when we come back, sometimes we bring things back with us. Like he used to be a superhero boy who could punch really hard, and every once in a while, Crash can
punch really hard.
Well, he can put a hole in a building
and pick stuff up.
Yeah,
with a lot of strength,
which he couldn't do before, but now he can. Which is why I thought maybe we could at least. Then we don't have to try to like flint, stone, rock fire. He could just fireball.
I'm sort of kind of bulletproof too.
At this point, you do recall that you haven't really told them what you remember.
Oh, I thought it did.
I interrupted that because noticing the nature of the boat would have
Gotcha.
superseded. That's right. I remember that.
Right, I see. Okay.
So none of you remember the last 8 months. It's all kind of static.
Okay, so do you want me to try attempt to see what happens? Whatever I say right now is what happens.
It's what you remember.
But am I doing it for real?
Yes.
Okay.
We believe in you.
All right. So Crash, you were Harzul, the incredibly evil, and you did a lot of evil things. But you were a wizard,
Never got
necromancer
before.
You were a necromancer, and you had a skeleton named Skelly Bro, who's named Chad, and then
His name was Chad?
yeah, but you could do fireball for sure. That was a spell you had that we used. And you could also bring things back to life from the dead.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty
'Cause you were a
standard for
necromancer.
I just can't believe I named something Chad.
Yeah. Oh no, Chip.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Sorry.
I like that name.
Chip. That's what it was. Right.
Just Chad would get confusing. I already know a Chad. He's wonderful.
All right. I'm sorry. It was Chip because it was Chip and Dale.
Chad
I
is a
remember
delightful
now.
fellow. I hope to experience that life again someday.
When she's talking about this, can I start to try to remember any of it?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
First you're hearing of it.
All right,
Because it was her buff that allowed her to remember.
Oh, got it.
The dream state stuff.
It's a really neat story.
Right. What else happened?
It is probable. What else do you remember?
So, well, I want to tell you about yourselves because maybe then you'll know maybe a power you could use or a thing you could do. So, Aquamarine, you were Alpine Rose. Harzul, you loved her. You were obsessed with her.
So I'm a creepy guy that was
No,
obsessed with her.
she's famous bard. She's a famous singer.
Okay. Oh,
And you were like her #1 fan.
Okay.
Wow. And so you could sing, and when you sang, it would like boost our abilities and stuff.
Sweet.
Let's see, Nathan, you were a woman. Yeah. You were my granddaughter. Which was. We'll just skip that part of the story. Pretend that one didn't.
I feel like we've skipped a lot of parts of the story already.
I want to hear most of this.
All right, so I was a little girl.
You weren't a little girl. You were full grown. But you were like a thief, like a rogue, like a sneaky, stabby.
I stabbed people?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you stabbed a lot of people. But you were the chosen one. You were real
It's
special.
okay. Take a deep breath.
How many people did they murder?
I don't think we have time for me to go over that.
Oh my god.
So,
We'll get used to it.
but and then Jenica, you were the spirit wolf.
I was a wolf.
You were a spirit wolf who also could turn into a really hot man, but only near the and. But you were a spirit wolf. But you two were together because she was the chosen
I was
one.
dating the wolf?
No, you were. You know what? Okay, you were a wolf. You were friends. You were real good friends. We're just gonna leave it at that.
Oh God! I'm giving you nothing.
I love this.
World breaker.
You say they were friends.
And then so you, Thomas, you were don't say it. You were a rabbit.
A rabbit.
As a side note to everyone, please do not say the word B-U-N-N-Y in
Bunny?
his presence.
What's it with
Don't. Oh
bunnies?
God.
If he was an avatar, who was that?
No, I would like to hear more of this. So I was an
Bunny. Nothing happens.
I wasn't sure.
So I was a rabbit.
Yeah, but you were like when anyone said bunny, you would rage out, and you were like He was very cute, but you would rage out and be like the barbarian, like the beat him up, kill everything
Interesting.
thing. And so anyway, we had to.
Was I rabbit sized?
Yes, I guess you were bigger, slightly bigger. Anyway, you could rage and fight, and you had carrots that you could throw that were weapons.
What was our mission in this world?
So there was a goddess there was a goddess, and she there was a.
That's what we went to find out about.
Right. And so this was a baby goddess who had gone missing, and we had to get her milk and her blanket and her binky to give her back to her parents, but we never completed it. We got her. We
8 months of fetch quests? That's bullshit.
Thomas, make a, what would it be, knowledge roll?
Yeah. With my -2.
With your -2, here's the weird thing. You're cross-referencing everything that she says on your logs for the mission. Your logs for the mission returned 8 months worth of static and corrupted files. Yet at the same time, when she says certain things, the keywords pop in the file, but you can't find them there. It's like you're getting a signal from something that's been deleted. But when she says things like, you were a bard, bing, correct. Like 86 instances found. Find 86 instances. 0 instances found.
Wow.
Her name, Harzul, incredibly evil, found. 1,300 references. Wow. List them. Files not found.
Oh, crazy.
This is fascinating. Everything that you're saying so far is checking out with the logs. However, I cannot access the logs.
Well, so we found the baby goddess, we saved her, we got her the blanket and the binky and the milk, and I think we can just skip how we got the milk. Did
I have to kill someone for the milk?
No. You did not have to kill someone for the milk.
That's good.
Anyway,
Death is not an infrequent occurrence when traveling into Avatar's existences.
we were on our way to go return the child and learn about the gods like we were supposed to, but Harzul, you had a potion of oblivion, and you fed it to someone. Well, I'm
Harzul?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we ended up here.
Name of the one he fed it to?
Mumbles. Anyway, we didn't complete our mission, so we don't know the information that they wanted.
Knowledge check.
Us to get.
Who? What? Oh, him.
Same, -2 when I put it all together.
You have a theory.
I have a theory.
Use of this
Let's hear it.
oblivion potion, as she's described it, may have caused a continuity error with the universe, erased it, and thus basically moved the aiming point at which your consciousness has entered the universe, shifted it, branched it off into another multiverse. So here's the thing: you can't remember anything because the version of the world you were in no longer exists. However, the branch point at which it happened might, if you can dial back into it.
Wow.
I'll just repeat all of that to them.
No, please say it again. No, seriously, because I didn't catch all of it.
So it's like a butterfly effect. If we can,
In essence, think of it this way: all of the files, I'll use that analogy, that we were creating while we were in that metaverse, no longer exist. However, their names and extensions, to a certain extent, do. It's theoretically possible that there is some way to get back to a save point, if you will, before the point at which we unintentionally unmade and deleted everything.
Okay.
Okay.
What would we need?
Believe it or not, -2.
You would need to get back into the metapods, recalibrate to try to track down a branch universe based on the divergence point that you created in a place that you can't see. Because if you remember, you had to use one of those consciousness pods to go through the black circle. And as far as you know, there may not be another one of those in place. Roll it.
Roll a knowledge check.
Locked worlds.
Locked
Right,
worlds.
it was locked.
I'm gonna re-roll that one like nobody's business. -6.
There is another one in place, a fail-safe, in case the first one failed.
Is it dangerous?
Extremely. You have to go through another black circle.
I'm uncertain if this is a task we wish to embark upon right now, but it is something we should be mindful of for any future.
Maybe we should try to see what else I can remember as it goes on. Like if we camp here tonight, maybe we can try to maybe I'll spark something in one of you by saying a word or doing a thing.
That did work.
And it worked? What worked?
What? No, I was trying to be encouraging. It didn't.
Oh.
What?
Thank you.
I missed where this sarcasm was.
Crash said
I wasn't being sarcastic.
Crash was being encouraging.
That's not what sarcasm is.
If we need to get back to the boat, what about the big shark?
I'm fairly confident I can distract that shark pretty much indefinitely.
Sweet.
Okay, if we feel comfortable with that, let's.
And if not, maybe we can, use some magical powers to get rid of it.
That's something we can do.
I don't care who uses this. Matt, you're the best. Hashtag cool rule.
Holy guacamole.
Thank you.
It's great. You see the wheels spinning around.
You are on the beach in an unnamed island that you cannot find somewhere in the Adriatic. There is a megalodon out of time between you and the boat on which your pods are. You have a theory for how you might be able to get back and resurrect this mission. We're going to do a rule of cool, not in initiative order. When you have an idea, call it out. We'll see what happens.
For what? We do with what?
To get back to Fartherall and complete your mission.
In 33 minutes.
In 33 minutes.
Okay, this is doable.
All right. Oh, you go first.
Okay. Crash, is Crash's phone still working?
Yeah.
Cool. Thomas, you can activate.
Not much of a signal, I imagine, but it's got battery and it can run Thomas.
Thomas, can you connect to the boat also from here?
Absolutely. I am connected at present.
You can open up a pod, which means you can also turn on the boat, right?
The boat is currently listening to its side, but yes, it is possible.
Could you run the shark, like distract the shark to get closer back towards you? Towards the boat? So it can knock the boat back onto its side? Or off its side?
Well, statistically speaking, it's unlikely. However, there are certain situations in which that might be possible.
Cool.
Rule of.
And then once it's back on its side, if we can get it to come back our way, we hop in on the beach boat, get in those pods.
Okay.
What's that?
So basically using the shark to slingshot the boat your way.
Yes.
All right. Next
Shark
idea.
slingshot.
Now you have boosted abilities in case you want to punch a shark or something.
Yes.
Oh, now I've
Thank
changed
you.
this.
I'm really glad. What I
like that.
That also
a
means with
lot.
my boost ability, I can give someone another use of the boosted ability.
Here's
or
another thing I'll allow. If the rest of you pass, he automatically wins, and that happens.
I pass. I want that to happen. I want the boat.
The boat's good, but I've got another piece.
The boat to be right side up, which still puts it.
No, he was going to use the shark to push the boat to us.
Get the shark to attack the boat, push it towards the shore.
With the thought process being that we then use the pods to
go to farther.
Can I
What
would like.
pods do we need? I thought we needed some.
We got
additional
limited
pods.
time here. If you want to, you can bend the
We've only got
rules
our
to
pods in
ram
the
this
boat.
through like a GOP
And
tactic.
what other teams were there, but those pods
Is there
aren't
anything
here.
else that we need besides those pods?
No.
We only need the pods.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, no, I've got an addendum to this.
I would like to add to Nathan's idea, but since I always have a lasso on me,
Yes.
and I know that we all have had super strength, or at least some of us have had super strength, as the boat is coming towards us, because we did not determine that the shark would get it all the way there, right? That maybe we could at least grab the boat somehow with the lasso and pull it the rest of the way, or help it, just in case.
But by then it's gonna be 30 feet away from the shore. I mean, the lasso isn't 300 feet long.
Oh.
And if it's in the shallow end, the shark won't even be able to access it.
But shark's pushing it. We get in the boat.
Shark push?
Shark push.
All right. So we have shark push, pass. Vote.
Who's passing?
didn't
What did
wanna
you want?
pass.
Oh, they didn't want to pass.
Oh, you don't want to pass? Okay, let's.
What do you want
let's
to do?
Burn
You got
several
it.
minutes describing what's happening.
A pass.
Pass.
I feel like that was what I needed to do.
All right. Anyone else?
Right.
It's a horrible pun that I want to use, but sure, let's pass.
All right. We have one vote for one.
Killing me. It's only workable here.
Good enough for me. The megalodon pushes the boat to shore in a conveniently contrived manner. The boat is now up to shore. You have access back to the boat and to your metapods.
We should get in and do this mission.
We get the pods out of the boat.
I think we get the pods out of the boat. And I think we put them in the caves.
Takes a bit of time. You walk towards the cave. You hump. It takes 3 of you per metapod, so you're able to move 2 at a time. You get to the caves,
He can move a
into the
whole one by
cave, and
himself.
immediately see that once you step inside, this has been hewn. And there are old Greek Ionic pillars in it, sconces where torches at one point burned or whatnot. And it's actually, once it's inside, it looks swept, not thousands of years old.
Like.
Yes?
Keep going.
That's what I'm describing.
So,
You're holding on to metapods.
We put the pods in the cave.
Okay.
And search the cave.
Search the cave. Yeah. Hello.
I want to look at some runes.
Hello.
Runes. And
just get
glyphs.
There are runes and hieroglyphs and stuff.
I mean, is there anything to tell us why is it?
I would love to start doing any sort of exploration of this cave for anything connected to Greek mythology, specifically related to the stories of Odysseus.
Going down through a hall, it opens into a wider room, which then blossoms into a chamber of about 20 feet.
Oh my god.
Hashtag MetaPoints to Colin Island discussing Fartherall for hours on end. Think about that view as the sun sets. The orange of the ocean reminding you of this fantasy.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Well done, Uber.
No, pun, bad pun, Uber.
No, it's good.
Are there signs of anything?
Yes. Mosaics and not tapestries, but mosaics on the wall, frescoes, that's what they are, carved in there that show scenes from Greek mythology that you can identify. You see the Golden Fleece, Odysseus, the Orestia, even what looks like a Greek version of the Aeneid, but focusing less on Rome and more on kicking the shit out of Troy. Also, sitting in a chair to the side is this massive, at the back of it, where all the columns stacked together, is a single massive stone door, standing before which is a figure in Spartan armor, grizzled as a stick of old pepperoni.
Like real Spartan
real
armor?
Spartan armor, standing there, and he yells "Hyrete" and calls you out in Greek.
I respond in Greek.
In Greek. He says, "Come." He says, "Who dares desecrate this chamber?"
I'm sorry, travelers.
I say hello and smile. I also speak Greek.
Oh.
Hello.
I have not heard the tongue of Hellas for centuries.
Yeah.
Oh, you're old.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Guarding
What are you guarding?
the chamber of travel, of course.
Oh,
Sweet.
My goodness,
The chamber of what?
Yeah, the chamber of
this might be exactly what we need.
Should we?
Good sir. We just left a place we're trying to get back to it, somewhere to access it. This chamber might be exactly what we're looking for.
You are the planets I was expecting.
Oh,
Yes, probably
Yeah,
yes.
the planets.
Yes.
Knowledge check.
Those who travel untethered through the sky, is that?
The actual word. It says, you have not proven yourselves.
What do you need?
I want to go first.
Oh,
You may not travel through these chambers until you have finished the mission in your last.
Oh.
I believe I know a way that we can re-access the previous location from which we departed.
Wait.
What would that be, strangely robotic one?
You're gonna kill me, Matt.
What's it gonna say?
So what I was thinking is that I could go back to the reef area and start running on the water in circles upon circles and circles. And as I do so, the sharks will, in effect, begin to chase me and spin around in similar circles upon circles.
Oh no! Oh god!
Circles slowly coalescing together into almost some form of
Oh, God.
tornado, a sharknado, if you will, which in essence would then summon the spirit of Tony Becerra, who would then be the one who would then launch us.
You know we're not in a metaverse, right?
I had to try.
Oh my God, you're still talking.
Wait, sir, can you speak English?
I am Zerates, the Dawn Striker.
Zerate. That's I'm sorry.
Zerates.
I have a
Very
question.
simple. Xerates.
Right,
Actually,
Zerates.
that would be He, Epsilon, Rho, Alpha, Tau, Epsilon, Sigma.
Correct. Sorry, I'm just confused. You are. When were you born?
Not yesterday.
25 years before Xerxes began his march.
And you mean Xerxes, as in like
The
Xerxes,
God King.
like Leonidas and all them, and all the
My cousin
Everybody's an
threw
expert
him
on the Greeks when it comes to 300.
Excuse me. You asked me a question. I was regaling tales of my ancestor Leonidas.
I'm sorry.
Well, he's not, I mean, he was a cousin, so
How
kind
do you
of an
know
ancestor.
about traveling to other places if you're from then?
That's where the demigods come from.
The
great heroes. Heracles, Jason, Atlanta.
Man.
Flesh from here, spirits from beyond.
I'm gonna do an aside real fast to Crash. Is there any way you can access anything to show him that we are those heroes? So
Would
that
a
we're
feat of
worthy.
strength be the sort of thing?
What's the
that-
test?
Finish the world you came from.
Okay. So I think that maybe we don't have that kind of time today.
Then I believe you are shit out of luck. I picked that up from a traveler.
I open up the Metapod. Like, all right, let's get in.
Wait, but
What are we hooking these up to, guys?
we're in a cave. We have nothing to hook them up to.
Yours is on for some reason.
So you could go by yourself.
Gaia, the earth goddess, provides the energy you need.
Wait, say that again.
Gaia, the earth goddess, provides the energy you need. You brought the pods to the correct place.
Oh, so they're all on.
Well, most of them, the ones that are within the temple, yes.
Huh. Okay. He wants us to get in.
I think we should lock and load, my friends.
If I get back out and we go back, I can not kill the people that I killed before. I can. Let's go.
Maybe.
Best of luck.
All right.
Are we not all following you?
I think we can make those choices on our own.
I'd like to follow him.
So I might understand from the Guardian that he's saying we have to complete something before we can move forward, correct?
How many times do I have to say that? I can't say this poetically. It's really an ancient language. Finish your mission to prove yourself to the founders.
Then we should let.
Yeah, I'm going.
Let's do it.
He knows who the founders
go assist.
are.
Did you just say that to founders?
Yes.
We're in the right spot, no question.
So let's.
Why do we have to complete our mission?
Just do it or don't.
Athena, give me patience.
He's gonna be like this.
Oh, that's better. Okay, thank you, Athena. The founders are at war with the usurpers, who've stolen their secrets, defiled the rituals of the priests for their own vile purposes.
We know about the program.
Okay, we'll call them the program. The founders are not this way. The founders linked the worlds together and send one another's greatest champions unto the correct places. Those who are able to bear the travel. Those who have the rune within them. The symbol. The word he uses is rune, symbol, design, the psyche, the wind. But all pieces must be in place. The energy of Gaia. The chamber which you have brought with its clear windows and polished metal.
You need to understand.
And the internal rune, the, how to describe, piece of almost a ladder, but twisted.
Like
and there
DNA.
are two of them.
DNA.
No, like a ladder, but twisted. Pairs dancing around one another unto an eternity. If you have the correct rungs in that ladder.
Google.
You son of a bitch. How do you get reception here?
Thomas.
Fuck you, Zoom. He throws a Microsoft Zune across the temple.
How do you have?
Amazon.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask.
From a
obviously.
previous traveler.
Right, probably.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Lost tech.
All right, let's go then.
So,
So I guess we gotta finish.
yes, you have about a 19-minute window before
Let's
this
go.
world closes.
Well,
We're hopping into pods and go.
All right,
There's the
roll.
pods, and we're.
Chris, roll for me.
you're coming with me, Thomas.
I get a 7.
Okay, so you patch in, you go back to that asteroid in front of, with the egg thing with the consciousness bubbles in front of the swirling black circle on the asteroid. Turns out there was another one underneath it, a failsafe that you've loaded into now, all of you into one, that fires off, swirls, goes through, you're torn to pieces. There's no board of fate because you were all loaded together one. And you speed through, your consciousness returns, all of your memories come swirling back to you. Oh, we have a meta meltdown as you arrive. So, pass your character sheets 2 steps to the left.
So 2 to the left, so I am now Zone.
Yes.
Okay. So
I'm now Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the wolf.
And you can now say that word without freaking out.
I need your glasses.
Oh, you need the glasses.
And here's what happens as Thomas starts narrating as you're arriving, as the files are crash downloading into your brains, as you see everything that you've done up to this point, landing in West Haven, confronting Kridgi, getting the information from Mumbles and High Priestess Kitty and whatnot. Everything comes crashing back to you. And you see, there was that moment where I mentioned the water of the River Oblivion. When you take something out of a dream, sometimes it exists, sometimes it doesn't. In half of the universes, it did exist, and you erased Mumbles from existence. In the other half, it's just water. And we go right back to that moment in Initiative when Crash shoves the water into Mumble's mouth and uppercuts her, and she goes, "Oh, what the fuck!
Glass, bitch!" Still a super-powered punch, too.
So you do touch. The head cracks back and hangs limp as she down into a puddle, back into Initiative. It is now Umbra's turn.
What was she?
You are going to do.
I'm naked.
You're swinging it.
I'm doing
You're swinging it for Kridgi.
All right. We're making an attack roll or something.
That is how you do it. That's the classic one.
Yes, I know it's canon again. Thank you, Faith. I'm trying to close this shit out.
I'm swinging a dog.
You're swinging a dog. Stop swinging and roll the damn dice.
Are we all the way Avatar?
Sure.
Okay. I got 5.
You got a 5. Kridgi looks at this and he looks at you and says, "You know I'm gay, right?"
So
That's not. No, this is really uncool.
I'll start washboarding, playing my
Would you
abs.
please? I didn't even want to be here. All right. I quit. You know. We're going into Opal's turn. Opal vaults onto the boat, pulls the boat thing up with swinging with the lasso of truth,
Yes.
and make an attack roll.
Okay. Hold on. 1 second, everyone. Okay.
You hit! And Kridgi is actually telling the truth. Yes, I quit. All right, I'm done.
You're done.
Chad's awful. The Chadlings are awful. Trey's terrible. I found out what his actual plan was.
Thank you for telling me.
What is it?
What's his plan?
He was going to toss Amalia through a black circle and absorb her domains.
What a dick.
He was a dick, and so I quit him. Like, you know what? I'm out. At this point, you can smell the alcohol on his breath. So I'm out, and I said, "You know what, Mumbles? I'm going to help you out." And then she talked to me without mumbling, and it was clear that bitch has been working for Trey the whole time. If you can believe that, but you just broke her neck, and she's lying in an accordion-necked heap in the bottom of this flying boat. I don't know where the hell that river came from.
Deserve it.
Anyway, hi baby, you should really go back home, is what I think. Oh right, Trey's waiting for you in town, and he's mad.
What
He's waiting for us.
turn of events?
And right then I will erupt in a cacophony of gorgeous dolphins and land on top of the ship.
And land on the ship.
What was I doing?
I'm Steven.
You punched
Land in and friendship them.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure how that works now.
I land on the boat and do something really fucking stupid.
You're like, do something really fucking
Which really, you don't have access to the friendship thing because you just lift up your shirt.
That's right.
You just fly.
I'm a bunny. I'm not wearing a shirt.
That's true.
That's right, but all 6 of your nipples are stiff.
Wow.
This is maybe the most horrible thing I've ever done.
Yes, that was right. So then the snowball's turn. Alice, your turn. Thank you for committing. Everyone feels really inspired to ask her to shut up.
Shut up!
And you do.
So we need to go to town.
You need to go to town. The boat drifts down because Grady's like, I don't know how to make this work. I'm just gonna stay here.
Fly!
Fine, roll it.
Flying boat. Good man.
Good one, Harzool.
Roll it.
Roll it. Go. Roll your magic thing. What do you know? You succeed.
Matt, earlier in chat, Fractal made a comment. He goes, "I just want a shirt that has Matt's face just going like this." Sure.
Sure.
All right. Got a plan.
Okay. The boat is flying again because yes.
All right.
Fun.
Everybody, wrap me up in swaddling clothes.
Okay.
Zell, use your disguise kit.
Also, I'm gonna need something that can kick a god's ass.
We are still in initiative.
I'm gonna help wrap you up.
I disguised the hell out of that.
Oh,
rabbit.
wait. All right, roll it.
Oh, I did.
Success.
Yeah.
All right, you zoom towards the town where you can see a nimbus of light off of the stairs of the temple. And as your boat approaches, you see people have filled the town square there. A lot of them dressed in funerary clothes.
The baby stuff's an opal.
Oh, here you go.
In funerary clothes.
Oh, the baby
Swallow you. Swallow you good.
Funerary clothes, probably there to mourn their dead relatives crushed in the collapse of the temple. You can also see in the nimbus, that center thing, a, kind of handsome, but way too cocky based on his stance, glowing teenage boy in the center of town behind a wall of chadlings.
Young man, you are in trouble.
And he looks as you, he kind of squints, and then he frowns as your boat lands, boom, right in front of him.
Trey.
I block any power he has 10-meter diameter.
He goes, I just have one question to ask you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Why are you hitting yourself? Everyone roll a mental check, -3.
Shit.
A mental check -3?
I blocked the power.
That means you reduce it.
Does the blanket help with anything?
Yes.
+3? Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I made it!
Okay.
Barbara's got a great mind, body, and soul.
Anyone who makes it does not have to punch themselves.
I punch myself.
Oh,
You punch yourself, take your damage. Ha! That's right.
No.
Aha! That is also right. Both of you punch so hard it triggers another meta meltdown.
Oh my god!
Pass your character sheets. 2 more to the left.
2 more. Okay.
Oh!
Can I have opal?
Yes, finally.
So I'm Alpine.
That was uncool.
Okay.
Who am I?
Uncool,
Here,
young
you
man.
You are Zell. Who?
You're Zell.
I'm Zell. Yeah.
Uncool, young man.
All right.
And now
We got this,
we are at
baby.
the top of the order. Zell, you act first.
I'm Zell.
You act first.
And we landed. We're on the
We
boat.
landed. There's a whole bunch of chadlings there, but they're behind Trey at this point. Trey is standing there glowing, doing the thing where he's like looking like this, and pebbles are floating up for some reason.
Who is currently hitting themselves?
Most of the populace. In fact, most of the chadlings. And raise your hand if your character is hitting themselves.
It was Zell and...
So you're hitting yourself.
And Alice.
And Alice are hitting themselves.
I'm hitting myself?
You are hitting yourself.
Oh.
I feed Amalia some of her milk.
Okay.
And then I say, good bunny.
All right, make a body check first off to stomach the milk.
Oh, you're so smart.
Body check.
Yeah.
That is a 10 for Snowball.
And now raging.
Yeah. I beat it by 11.
Jesus. Okay. Let's roll on the effects of the milk.
Oh.
So, the hairy, beclawed canteen should have been a hint. Celestial milk reacts differently for mortals, as you basically become a woolly, prehistoric rabbit with tusks and terror.
Who just got triggered, right?
Who just got triggered.
And then, give the baby to Trey.
All right, so
I haven't turned yet. I'm still...
you throw the baby to Trey. He's like, yeah, you did. Catches it and you may
Yeah, I'm doing...
It's Bobby!
All three of them.
Oh yeah, you
beat it by 11.
Yep. Okay.
Second one, I still beat it.
He's got a reroll.
Oh, he does.
Yep.
Reroll that one. Yep.
Better.
And
That's a crit.
give it some
Okay,
rounds.
so
Two
it
crits
can
and a
at
hit.
least bruise
2
the
crits and a
guy.
hit, so that's 5. So basically, you are shredding face and hair and things. Here's the thing: the cuts heal instantaneously, but you shred his overpriced, again, medieval Von Dutch shirt and 3 of his shell necklaces.
Good.
At which point he yells,
of his
"Dude, not cool!" And you can see his nimbus decline a bit. That's when Kriggy sits up in the boat and he's like, "His pride. It's the only thing you can hurt. Hurt his pride."
You look like a female.
It's not your turn anymore. But he's like, I don't! My voice will drop when I get my full nimbus, ass! Who is gay.
See,
And
that's not even cool. It's not cool.
So that was Harzul.
I'm gonna delay because I've never been Harzul before and I'm still learning what the hell he can do.
Okay. Harzul, you've got a giant ogre skeleton with you.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Chippendale.
I got nothing. I'm sorry. Just skip to someone else for a moment.
Okay, that's when you feel a tapping on your shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah, yes.
You turn around and there's another tiny glowing Nimbus figure there, but kind of shadowy. Not shadowy because he's dark, but shadowy because he's hiding. You recognize it as the silhouette of
Inslow.
Inslow, the child who was wrong. He says, I built the thing that I took from your heads. Come on.
Inslow.
And he leads you over. You don't see that though. He's like, sorry, I had to get the fear so that I could get access to your brain so you wouldn't shove me out. That's why I had to do the scary thing.
Oh, I understand that.
Because you would have fought back otherwise. Anyway, it's okay. When you see it, it'll be cool. Umbra.
Okay, Umbra's gonna.
Inslow's from episode 1.
Umbra's gonna be a wolf now.
Okay, wolf.
And jump here up to Trey. I want to knock Amalia off to take her back.
All right.
Oh, that's not Amalia. That was the
And I'm huge
Just
now.
bite him. Fully missed that detail.
Yeah, you are huge. You are towering 5 feet tall.
Wearing a blanket of invincibility. And drunk on Gundam.
Then Umbra will join in on the fight against his pride, and hopefully ruin some more puka shells and more distracto action.
Okay, how
you would be a terrible chosen one.
Consider your attacks in a way that would embarrass a teenage boy.
A lot of slapping.
A lot of slapping. Make your attack.
Sorry, teenage boys.
Slapping.
Sorry. Oh, okay. I got my attack on. I got a 12.
Okay, so you run up to him. He kind of backs up. You bump up your hind legs and bitch slap him. You're like,
And I do it. Yeah,
And you
exactly.
do it again.
Real taunting face.
You see his face again. He goes just for a second there, and then he gets angry again, and his nimbus blazes red. That was Umbra. Opal.
Young man, you are pimply and unattractive, and I know you only probably have about 3 armpit hairs each. Now I'm going to chop them off.
And then I take my broadsword and I just try to cleave him.
Okay, cleave him.
Yeah.
Roll it.
I win.
He was actually looking at his armpit, and you do hit. You cleave again, tearing the clothes off. You can see.
I want to get armpit hairs. Like I want to get.
You
them off.
get armpit hairs. You not only cut the rest of his shirt off, and you see an undershirt underneath that has happy little knights on it, but they're cartoony. And horses. I love that show. Shut up. My mom made this for me.
And then I pinch his cheek really hard and give him a big wet.
Oh, that'll do it. Okay, that's good. He looks at about half-mast right now. Sorry.
What?
Alice. Where's Alice?
Here.
Alice, okay.
Alice, in her book of songs that she has been keeping throughout this entire adventure, she's already written parts about Trey and how awful he is. So she starts singing her super, very catchy, insulting song to Trey that everyone can catch on and sing along with to take him down to the final end. It's a polka. Yeah.
Trey, you suck. You suck. You suck. Trey. Who sucks? It's Trey. You suck so much. Hooray.
We got a new song. Put it on every radio. I'd like to pull out the dagger that is no longer giving snide comments, but instead reminded that Trey could use a pickup. Okay. And it's really important that everyone around knows that Trey's a sensitive young man. And sensitive. And it's very sensitive. And so it's the dagger's duty to make him feel better by giving him as many complimentary statements as possible.
That's very nice of you. So Enzo's explaining as you're going, he says, I'm really sorry I had to scare you like that. I had to let you lower your defenses by scaring you so that you wouldn't be paying attention while I was stuck in the back of your head right there with the brain thing. Anyway, I needed Crash because he's the one who plays the games, and I needed you because you have the specs and whatnot. Anyway, I built it as best as I could, but I have limited materials here, as he leads you into a barn that wasn't there the other day. There is now, that was Opal, that was Alice Snowball. Yeah. You're screaming again.
I'm before I attack, I'm just gonna lean in.
Mm-hmm.
Since your parents had 2 more kids, they're gonna forget about you.
He fails now. No, they're not. Not when I destroy him up. Well, you're not. It's all happening again.
Then I give him a bear hug, but say, I love you.
No, you don't.
And I squeeze him for three attacks.
Oh.
Do it. Did it. Done it.
Okay, he is almost down. That's when Angelo gets you. He says, anyway, I built it the best I could. He throws it back, and standing there is a battle mech made out of wood, gears, and straw.
Wait, does someone ask for another Iron Man suit?
Wow.
He's like, anyway, you'll need it.
I climb in.
Yeah, you do. So Trey is staggering back there, and what do you know? It's Harzul's move. No, it's Zell's move.
Oh, are we back at the top of the round then?
That's me here behind you.
Well, then we switch.
Yeah, we're back at the top of the
You
round.
switch back.
To like ourselves, right?
Yes. So Zell, your move. 3 minutes. 56 seconds.
Seeing all of this happen and stuff,
We're just ourselves.
Okay, yeah, so.
I'll put the costumes in post. Top there.
All right. Look at all this. I then I quickly down myself up to make Zell the very attractive half elf lady that she is, and then I start whispering to all the other ladies, and we all start pointing and giggling and laughing.
What? No.
Yes.
His Nimbus. I'm not even a rolling attack. His Nimbus just goes down. It's
And we laugh even more.
He only looks almost backlit now. That's when it's Harzul's turn.
Who comes stomping out in a battle mech and goes, "Hey, what's that?" And then when he turns around, atomic battle mech wedgie.
A battle mech wedgie. I love it. As you're passing Chip, he's like, yeah.
So
roll it.
Chip's into it.
Let's see. All the way Avatar, so I get good dices. That was a 7. Trying to figure out what kind of attack do I use for this? I'm really sorry.
You win!
Oh yeah. I do win.
You win. So you rip it, and as the underwear tears free, his Nimbus, he explodes into motes of light. No!
Damn, I was going to put it over his head.
And that's when Malia pops up and goes, bye-bye.
Oh.
Then she looks over to Inslow and goes, Bubba!
Brother!
And he runs over and picks her up. Molly, you're so okay. I'm so scared. Bubba! Bye! Turns around and says, bye-bye.
Bye, Amalia.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. He says, don't
forget the blankie.
He points to the barn. He says, that's my workshop. It disappears in an hour. Take whatever you want.
Thank you.
Don't tell Mom
we
about
won't.
this, okay?
Nope, this is between you and us.
Okay.
Don't tell what about
I would like to argue that in this situation, all of us are the chosen ones, and we know exactly what to take from his.
We'll know it when we see it. Trust me.
Nice. You do that. You go in there, and the thing is obvious. He disappears in a column of light. It is 8:59 p.m. Join us next week on Mass